Hello, you delightful individuals, you spectacular specimens of humankind. How you doing? How's it going? I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Rest of week and weekend, because I realized that there's been quite a little while since I last saw you, now that I don't stream on Thursdays. But I hope you're all doing well. I hope I had a fucking hectic weekend. I had a very, very hectic weekend, but we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Let me get these... We're kicking off nice and quickly here, apparently. We're kicking off very, very quickly indeed. Good lord.
Pander to my ego. Pander to it. Pander to it.
Hi Valen and chat couldn't resist, but it's beginning to look a lot like Valen's, where all the brats have fun. Take a look at chat and then you'll be glorious once again. It will be here before you know.
Unicorn Mom, thank you very much for the 100 little panderings, you cheeky devil. And we also had a gifted sub from Prags into the community there. Let me inscribe their name on the mirror of Vane. And then we had Pixie Bomb coming back for the 26 months. And Zooty Booty.
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
You have experienced 26 months of my fabulous self. Aren't you the lucky one?
I
or
certainly
should
am.
that be cursed one? One of the two, anyway.
One of the two. We're still weighing it up. We're still weighing it up. Do you know what I mean? We're still weighing it up. I'll say hello to everybody in a moment. Shade Secrets, you beautiful bean. All of you have been inscribed upon the mirror of Vane. By having your name upon the mirror of Vane, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing,
Yeah, you subscribed.
Good lord.
Most kind.
23 months. Yikes, time does fly when you are having fun. Here's to 23 more months.
Here's the 23 more months, Stupedia. Thank you very much for coming back for the 23 months. I've also inscribed your name upon the mirror of Vane. By having your name upon the mirror of Vane, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh God, I look rough. But God damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know, you cheeky individuals. Oh my lordy, kicking things off nice and early today. And also, there was a delightful individual who donated earlier. I very much appreciate it, you beautiful bean. You people, you are far too kind to me.
Yeah,
far too fucking kind. Oh my lordy.
Most kind.
An anonymous gifting to, I believe I've seen them say hi already today. Let me do, oh my God, no, not this early on. We haven't had one in so long. We haven't had a hype train in such a long period of time. Do we really need to do that now? Do we? Why is my microphone so shit?
Subscribed. Most kind.
Hello. Anyone there? Echo, Aku, Eco, ooh. Merry Bratmas. Have some popcorn and a big bag of pick and mix. Wait. Here's some chocolate and Pepsi. Ha 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 ha. Go on, enjoy the zoomies from Monty. Mwahaha.
Sorry, Greenfire, you cheat. That's the reason why my mic's all a bit dodgy. There we go, that's a bit better. Sorry, Greenfire coming in as well. An anonymous gifter gifting to one true cripple. And a sorry, Greenfire. Both of your names have also been inscribed upon the mirror of Fame, which means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh God, I look rough. But God damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh yes, meow. Don't think I didn't notice that, Rowan Rose. Just because you're doing it under the 100 little bitty mark. I see you, you cheeky devil. I see you, my lordy friends. It's been so long since we've had a hype train. We don't need one now. We've got Vanemas round the corner, for fuck's sake.
Some merch. Congratulations. You're almost as vain as Valen.
It makes sense. It's done it. It does it now. It does it now. Yeah, we have the... Ah, this has made me very happy. Now that the overlay actually works properly. Now the overlay absolutely actually works properly. Thank you very much for buying some merchandise, you beautiful bean. I very, very much appreciate it, you glorious bean. That means a lot to me. How's it going, Kale? Hello, Semba. Hello, Aristolomy. How's it going, Fish Pancakes? Zooty Booty, you glorious bean. How you doing? Prags, you cheeky devil, sneaking in there, giving a cheeky little stuff out there. I really appreciate it. Pixie Bomb, hello. How you doing? Oh, lordy, where am I now? Vainmus in 4 more days. Vainmus is in 4 more days. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what is happening, but I'm sure it will be chaotic, to say the least. How's it going, Dep Fan? Hello, you beautiful bean. Doing good. Took a day off to spend day sleeping and working on a blanket. Ooh, how exciting. How exciting. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Rowan Rose, I see you with your 99 little panderings, you cheeky devil, you. And Asari Greenfire coming in as well. No, don't you be feeding. Monty gets far too spoiled rotten here anyway. As we all know. As we all know. How's it going, Walter Cribble? How you doing, Unicorn Mom? How you doing, chat? Couldn't resist, right? Stupedia, thank you very much for the 200 little bits. I very much appreciate it. I've got a meeting with Blurp tomorrow to find out exactly how to best utilize all of the joys of Blurp. All right. I see you. Thank you very much for the 200 level panderings. I very much appreciate it. Hopefully we should have some more sound effects coming then, if I can get it all to work and what have you. That would be really cool. Oh my lordy. Shade Secrets, how you doing? Rowan Rose, you beautiful being. Hello, how you doing? Oh my lordy. Made myself a rainbow hat last week. Rainbow blanket. Matt might take some time. It might do, but it'd be worth it. It'd be well worth it. Friends, today's intro track was from a glorious band called Ritual King. I felt like it was a suitable band, considering we're going to be deep diving Krampus in a little while. But before we do that, we do have a merchandise giveaway happening. It's not happening just yet, but somebody from FourthWall is going to pop in and they're going to do a giveaway, apparently. I'm just gonna run with it. I'm gonna run with it. They were like, do you want to do this? I was like, yeah, 100%. And then I had no time to sort of like organize it or anything like that. They said they booked in a time. I was like, this would be perfect. The perfect time.
Some merch.
Thank you very much for purchasing more merchandise, you beautiful bean.
Almost as vain as Valen.
Almost as vain as Valen. Almost. Not quite, but almost. I appreciate you buying merch. There's a new bit of merch on there actually. That you got the panda hologram I saw. But we've actually got the panda hoodie is now available as well. I went through all the hoodies to make sure that I found the one that was as inclusive as size as possible. So it goes from, I think it's small to 5XL is the hoodies now. So we're gonna be branching into hoodies and doing stuff, you know. Friends, if you've got hype train emotes, please can you throw them out now to say a massive thank you to all those people that threw out their subs, their gift subs, all their cheeky little bitties. Thank you so much, all you beautiful beings. We haven't had a hype train in so long, and it was very kind of you. It was very kind of you to start off the stream like that, you cheeky little devils, you. You cheeky little devils. Where was I? How's it going, Asari Greenfire? Hello, you beautiful bean. Hello, how you doing? Oh my lordy, all these beautiful people in here. All these beautiful people in here. Shoot. Excuse me? What's going on? Okay. It's alright. I'll do it manually. I'll do it manually for that one. Stupedia, I see what you did, but look! It's already full. Somebody filled it literally minutes before the stream started. Minutes before I pressed go live, some delightful individual who wishes to remain anonymous filled it, which means that none of you are allowed to donate now. That's it. That's it. There's no more to it. Once it's filled, that's it. Game over. You can't donate any more than that. We've organized this. Do you know what I mean? We've sorted it. It's done. It's all right. It's grand. It's sorted. Done. Dusted. Done. You know? Yeah, now. Oh my lordy. FourthWall new giveaway. Fish Pancakes gifted. Oh my god, they gifted a hologram panda to the hologram to the chat. Oh my lordy. Oh, so many things happening. This is Zooty Booty won Fish Pancakes gift of a panda hologram. Oh, that's fantastic news. I didn't even realize it was happening. Oh my lordy. This is all very new to me. This is all very exciting. Thank you very much, Fish Pancakes, for gifting that to the community. That means a hell of a lot to me. That's very kind of you to do that. You beautiful bean. How you doing, Niburin? Hello, you beautiful bean. That was very kind of you. You know? Shh, you're sneaking. You're sneaking, Roan Rose. Nobody will notice. Nobody notices. Oh, shh, it's okay. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. Shh. No one noticed. Don't worry, your pretty little noggin vainness is beautifully being planned. I am apprehensive, to say the least. Apprehensive. I've had a really busy weekend, friends. I've been doing shows all weekend. Friday night, I went to see McSteffels and help put up their festive tree for her son. And then on Saturday, I came back to Hull to host a show in one of the towns just outside of Hull. And then I drove over to Manchester on Sunday morning to host a show in Manchester. I've been all over the place. I bet.
Stupedia is being far too kind. Confound them.
Stupedia! Stupedia! What are you doing? We've talked about this. We've discussed this scenario. What is this sorcery? What are you doing? No. No, you're not allowed to. It's already full. You say we can't donate anymore, but you forget I'm a brat. I don't forget. It's hard to forget. Hard to forget that you're a brat, Stupedia, when you do things like this. People throw some egos in chat saying massive thanks, Stupedia, for that cheeky little donation there. You tricksome devil, you. That noise made you jump? New Unicorn Mom, it shits me up. Every Wednesday when we're playing Alien Isolation, shits me up. Absolutely. Mama Snow, how you doing, you beautiful bean? Mama Snow's trying to sneak in those 5 little panderings there. I caught them late, but I caught them all the same, you cheeky little devil, you. Think I best utilize Blurp then? I was about to say, we will be... So tomorrow morning, I have a meeting with somebody from Blurp. And I'm going to be basically finding out the extents of everything that can be done with it and what kind of bits and pieces. So hopefully by Vainmas, there might be some more stuff that people can do with Blurp, which will be quite fun. That'll be Thursday daytime. Thursday morning, I'll be redecorating the studio to make it into a festive space so that we've got something festive for Vainmas. Then I'll be sorting all out. And I need to message Jamjar Brain and find out exactly what I need to prepare, if I need to prepare anything, or whether it's just going to be a shoehorn into the oblivion and hope for the best. You know, I got no fucking clue. I got no fucking clue. Also, I had a fucking issue with DPD today, bastards. I got a text message saying that a DPD parcel was on the way to my address, which means it's come from somebody that has my address. All right. And I then got a text message sometime like in the middle of the day, like 2 minutes to midday or something, saying your DPD parcel has been delivered. And I was like, okay, I didn't hear a knock or anything. It was like, it's been left in your porch as per your request. And I was like, I don't have a porch. What is this? I don't have a porch. The fuck? So I rang DPD. I looked around for it, couldn't find it anywhere. So I rang DPD and I was like, hey, how's it going? I've just received this text message saying that you've delivered my parcel. I don't know who it's from because I get a lot of parcels around this time of year. I was like, but it's not arrived. It says they've left it in a porch and I don't have a porch. And they were like, could you give us the address? So I gave them the address. And they were like, that doesn't correspond. And I was like, oh, so somebody sent it to the wrong address. That's fair enough. That's okay. What security questions do you need in order to give me the address? So we went through a whole load of other security questions, my phone number, my name, a whole load of other bits and pieces. And I was like, cool, can you give me the address so that I can just go over and get, like, go to whoever it was, like, addressed wrongly to, and just pick it up. That would be great. That would be wonderful. No, we can't do that. What was the whole point of me going through all these fucking security questions? If you can't... So, friends, if you've sent me something, if somebody who knows my address has sent me something in recent times and it says it's been delivered, if they got notification that it got delivered today, it didn't get delivered and I don't know where it is because they won't tell me and I've got no way of finding out. They were like, who was it delivered from? I'm like, I've got no fucking idea. People send me shit all the time. How am I meant to know? Like, nobody's informed me. You know? You sure it was even legit? It was definitely legit. Well, they sent me a photo of a parcel that had been delivered, and I was just like, all right. I don't know what I'm expecting. How's it going, Gnarly PC? Gnarly NPC. How you doing, you beautiful bean? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Hanging on in there. I'm glad to hear it, Mama Snow. Kindrin, hello, you beautiful bean. It's in prep for Vainmus, just easing you in gently. Oh, I see how it is. God damn it.
Quickly, darling, just to talk, 'cause I've been listening to you. It might be the other road. Taxis go there all the time when I
Oh, yeah. The other street near us. Yeah. Well, I thought it might be, but they said it definitely wasn't that thing. So I'll pop over and see what it is. How's it going, Boom? How you doing? So yeah, I'm pissed off with DPD because they literally kept me on the fucking phone for like 20 minutes to go through all of these ridiculous fucking security questions, only to not give me the information I wanted in the first place. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, for fuck's sake. Doing quite well this Monday. First big snowfall of the season here today. Hope you're doing well. Doing all right. Doing okay. We've had snow all weekend. I have been driving all over the country this weekend, and fuck me, it has been horrible. Horrible fog, horrible sleet, like snow and rain mixed together, making everything a fucking nightmare. Oh, it's just been such a pain in the ass. But the shows were great. The shows are really, really good. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, you know. I'm just very happy that I'm a very confident driver, because I would feel very sorry for anyone who was a nervous driver in the weather that we've had over the weekend. It's been wild, you know. Doing quite well this Monday. First big snow, yeah. How's everyone? Got 4 more art bits to make for the festive season, then it's done. Need to find a rocking robin thing made for the tree. Ooh, how exciting. How exciting. Need some new hype train emotes. Right, tell me about it. Tell me about it. But I like seeing everybody's, because people have got like joined the hype train emotes for so fucking long, for such a long period of time, that it's hard to like remember them all. So when people do spam them, it's like, oh, look at all them. I remember those days, you know. I love you, and have no idea at all how to well, and having no idea at all, it makes it more glorious. Yes. Well, you say that. I say it fills me with excessive apprehension. Rowan Rose, I see you, you cheeky little 99 biddies. Oh, you snuck that one in.
Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow, you beautiful bean. I don't like to call people out just in case they are lurking, but welcome on in. Welcome on in, you glorious individual. DPD are as bad as every. Their drivers steal packages constantly. I've lost some very special items because of them. That's awful, Mad Vixen. That is awful. Do you know what, Mad Vixen? And I have to say, I was a little bit suspicious, okay? I was a little bit suspicious because the picture that was on the delivery notice on the DPD website looked like it had been taken in the back of a van. There wasn't really much to show. It was like, here's a picture, and it looked like it was on top of other boxes. There was no, like, I couldn't see the van or anything like that, but it would look like it was on top of other boxes, and I was just like, the fuck is this? The fuck is this? And the telephone people were... Do you know what? I spoke to 2 telephone people. The first woman I spoke to was really fucking nice. Tried her absolute best. Went through as many security questions as possible. Evidently, there was some misalignments. And she was trying her best to work around it and speaking to colleagues and stuff like that. Because for all she knew, I could have been lying. I could have been absolutely bullshitting some shit. Do you know what I mean? I could have been doing that. I well and truly could have been doing that. But she was doing her best, bless her. And then we got disconnected, or she hung up. I'm not entirely sure. We either got disconnected or she hung up. And then I rang back and got through to the snottiest fucking dude on the end of the line. What an absolute fucking piss flap. He was like an ingrown hair on a very inconvenient part of a labia. He was just so shit. Such a piece of shit. And every single time I was like trying to explain, I was like, look, this isn't the scenario. I need to get the address that they have delivered it to so I can find out where my fucking package is. I'll give you whatever other security questions you need to know. And he was like, you're going to have to contact the supplier. And I'm like, how? I am telling you, I can't contact the supplier because I don't know who fucking sent the package. I get sent a lot of packages from various different companies. I don't know which supplier it's from. Yeah, well, you're going to have to contact the supplier. How the fuck am I meant to do that when I don't know who it is? How? How? Dick. Fucking dick. You know? Oh, everyone's saying hi, Junk. He can't hit me. We only had 1 day of snow. We had a few days of snow. And further up north of the country, it's worse. It was all right in Manchester. It was just like wet in Manchester. But like as soon as I was driving across from Manchester back to my side of the country, the Pennines were awful. Awful. It was so bad. And I also chipped a windscreen as well. I was borrowing my parents' car and I chipped the windscreen. Or more specifically, a lorry that was driving over grit flung some up and chipped the windscreen. So that's a fucking ball ache as well. Anyway, do you know what I mean? Must be one of the very few that hasn't had any issues with DPD or Every. I've definitely had issues with Every before I moved here. The local Every delivery driver is really fucking good. He's really nice. He's really approachable and like gets to know people that he's delivering to, which is really nice. DPD I have never had issues with until today. Today is the first time I've had issues with DPD. I would happily have sent everything with DPD before that, but I'm like, what the fuck? But of course, I'm also remembering the fact that it's Christmas time, which means that all of these companies hire extra people. They hire temporary staff to deal with the workload, and that's where things start going missing. Because the temporary staff are like, nah, fuck it, let's see what I can get away with. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking awful. It's so bad. So fucking bad. You know, and unfortunately, the people on the ends of the phones are always like, it's not our fault, it's not our fault, it's not our fault, which means that nothing ever gets properly investigated. You don't investigate the drivers to find out what the fuck is wrong with stuff, because they're just like, oh, well, you know, there's a mild error here, and therefore we can't give you any other information, and we're just going to act like there's nothing wrong. It's fine. It's all right. It's okay if stuff gets stolen. It's fine. It's not a problem. Fuck it. How's it going, Rilu? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Mr. and Mrs. Crafting, hello. How you doing? Fortunate side of delivery companies that aren't checked on or dealt with when issues occur. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Easing you into vainess seems like a euphemism for getting someone ready for a 12-inch adult toy, right? Fucking tell me about it. There's no easing about it, you know? Trader Bagel, how you doing? How's Panto season going? I haven't done Panto in a couple of years. I might do it next year, though. I might do it next year. I'm very, very tempted to go back on tour because I miss it dearly. And it's just... it's guaranteed money. It's guaranteed money. There is no stability in content creation at all. So it's nice to know that I'm definitely going to get money in. So I might do it next year. I might do it next year, but I'm not in Panto season. I do miss it because like all of my friends that are doing Panto at the moment send me pictures and stuff, and I'm like, I miss it. I miss being on tour. I miss doing all the shows. I miss the wild costumes. I miss all that stuff, you know. But yeah, been a couple of years since I've been on tour, but you know, it'll get there. It'll get there. Cardiff was cold and it was raining, had thermals on, busted out thick layers to be the best idea for the rest of the week. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. Yeah, my this room gets really nice and warm, but everywhere else is fucking freezing. How's it going, Rimbo? Hello, you beautiful bean. Hello, friends. I will get to your redemptions momentarily. Just trying to catch up with chat a wee bit. Recommend keeping an eye on your local area's Facebook group. Possibly somebody might post this was delivered to me. It's wrong post. Unlikely, but definitely worth trying. Yeah, definitely. That I would do it. Do you know, if stuff gets posted to me, I'm like, this isn't me. I'll either find out who it is in the local neighborhood that it gets delivered to and deliver it to them directly, or sometimes we get some stuff for like number 69 from a local street, so I'll go to those streets and just be like, hey, is this yours? You know. How you doing, Mr. There. How dare you be so patronizing towards me, Mr. and Mrs. Crafting? How very dare you? Hope you're all doing great tonight. Doing all right tonight, thank you very much. Today's been hard because, yeah, last week I decided to start my accounts. I want to get them in before, like, Christmas time so that I can actually get them sorted before January. And fuck me, it's just... I hate doing my accounts, but I gotta do them. Gotta get them done, you know? Spending 12 hours working today, a bit knackered. Speaking of deliveries, I had the absolute sweetest older gentleman deliver a parcel to my house today. I don't think I've ever had a nicer delivery driver. He was so polite, asked how my day was. Heard the dogs barking, had a full conversation with me about them. Oh, do you know what the worst thing about that is, though, Relu? That is a really beautiful moment to cherish with that. What a nice, wonderful delivery driver. However, that delivery driver will get, like, slapped on the wrist for that. Because they have, like, a fucking 3-minute window to deliver something and then fuck off again. It's wild. Like, honestly, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Two brilliant every delivery people. So if one is off, I usually get the other. Yeah, we've only ever received the one person, but they're really nice. They're really, really nice, you know. How you doing, Relu? Just Demonia, how you doing, you beautiful bean? How you doing? Doing all right, thank you very much. Doing all right. Friends, an advertisement is about to start momentarily. And we all know what happens when the advertisement starts. That is when we do What is Valen? Oh, in fact, it has literally started. It has literally started. So allow me to... Oh, fuck, I didn't load this up beforehand. That's all right. That's not a problem. That's okay. We can do it. We can do it. We can get it sorted. It's all right. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Steadily but surely, Val. Come on. You know what time it is, friends. It's time for... What is Valen wearing today? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside and in between. It's time for What is Valen wearing today? Valen Vane has gone for the Vincent Price look, wearing a delightful smoking gown, along with a white shirt and a nice black cravat. He's also wearing little dangly, possibly icicle earrings, and a nice little Celtic cross thing on the other ear. Let's see what else he's got on, shall we?
Yeah, subscribe. You're most kind.
Yes, friends, I'm also wearing black trousers. Which is not very easy to see. But, you know, you get the idea. You get the idea. They're all good. They're all fine down here. I've got too much shit on my fucking desk. But we're all good, you know?
Subscribed. Most kind.
My lordy lordy. Mr. and Mrs. Crafting resubscribing with Prime and Duchess Demona, even. Get there eventually. Both of your names are now inscribed upon the mirror of vein, which means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, Oh God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh yes, meow.
Subscribe.
Haxin.
Kind.
Remember, only look back to see your ass in the mirror.
I mean, this is true. This is true, and I frequently do, Haxin. I frequently do. I shall now inscribe your name on the mirror of fame as well. Coming back for the 3 months.
Yeah, you subscribe.
Max Wattage
Miss
gifting
Kind.
3 months. Gifting a 3-month gift sub to Cooper Tarnis, a beautiful bean. If we've got a mod in chat, can I get a shout out for Cooper Tarnis, please? Happy birthday, Cooper Tarnis. Happy birthday. Your name is now inscribed on the mirror of fame, which means you get access to my person. Go check out Cooper Tarnis. It's their birthday. It's their birthday. They're wonderful. They're a glorious individual. Go check them out. They're glorious and spectacular. We like them very, very much. They also have a delightfully adorable shit going on over there. And it's their birthday. Their birth anniversary. By having your name upon the mirror of fame, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning. Look in the mirror. Oh God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? And, Kupo. While I'm here, just like to let you know that, oh, wait, let me do this first. Oop. There we go. That's all right. That's okay. Just a little happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cooper Tarnis. Happy birthday to you. Oh my lordy. Go lightheaded. Go all lightheaded. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birth anniversary, Cooper Tarnis, you beautiful, beautiful bean. Hope you have a wonderful birth anniversary. Oh, my lungs. You know, I'm missing a tobacco pipe with your outfit. You mean one of these? One of these, Mr. and Mrs. Crafting? Fear ye not. I have all the props. How's it going, Rinbo? Hello, you beautiful bean. I've been on the other side of the phone with DPD for a former job. Did my best to help. Sometimes the person on the phone is limited to what they can do, sadly. Oh, no, I fully respect that, Asari Greenfire. But they literally, like, did nothing. They did nothing. I was literally just like, I am giving you all of the security questions to prove that I am who I say I am. In accordance with your database, which I am a member of because I've used DPD before, yeah? In accordance with your database, you can see that all of the, the security questions I should, theoretically, have passed. So why can't you give me the address that it's gone to? Do you know what I mean? Why can't I just pop around the corner or like, message the person who lives at that address and just be like, hey, how's it going? Or tell me who sent the package so I can email them. So I can email them and be like, hey, how's it going? This package was sent by you and it's gone to the wrong address. Could you please be aware of that? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a real pain in the ass. Pain in the hoop. You know, I get security. I really do. But if I've already done the security questions, then surely that should be enough, you know? I treat myself to a love honey using your Valen 20 code. We're going to go through the calendar so far, actually, Rinbo. But thank you very much for using my my code there. I really appreciate it. For those people that don't know, over on the TikTok, we've been opening a single day per. We've been opening this 24-day calendar for Kinkmas, or Quinkmas, as I have to call it on TikTok. But that's been great fun. That's been absolutely hilarious. And also, Love Honey, you've been very kind in giving me a 20% discount if you use code VALEN20, VALEN20. On the first day of, we'll do this now. How's it going, Mizuki? Can I get a shout out for Mizuki, please? Before I get into absolute filth, I've been lurking Misuki pretty much all day as they've been playing Doom 2, you know. People go check out Misuki. We love Misuki. Misuki's a spectacular bean. Very much so. How's it going, Jam Jar? Hello, you beautiful bean. I hope you had a wonderful birthday as well, Jam. Hope you had a wonderful birthday, meal mucker. So yes, we've been doing Quinkmas thanks to Love Honey. They sent me this, which was very, very kind of them. They sent me it free of charge. And they've also sent me something else, but that's a surprise for later, for some other time, all right? And it's fucking huge, so that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, they sent me this, which is the 24-day fucking hell. Oh, the 24-day advent calendar for schmexual toys. Do you know what I mean? Day 1, we got a delightful rechargeable and seemingly water resistant bullet vibrator. Has multiple settings. We're very happy with that. Day 2, Childish Bambino, how you doing? The Love Honey Advent Calendar, right? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Yes, it's very much so. Very, very much so. Day 2, we got ourselves a delightful Love Truncheon sleeve, which actually has a little pocket for the for Day 1's stuff. If I can get it in properly. Whoa, look at this. It's like got ribs on the inside, and then like little dotty bits and what have you, and a little hole for cleaning. So that was day 2. Day 3 was a bit of a disappointment in my personal opinion. Day 3 was these cuffs. They're like Velcro cuffs. It's very, very soft. I have to say this felt material is very, very soft, but it looks glued together. And these tiny little clips don't clip onto anything. I had to clip it to something else in fact, I clipped it to a key ring in order to be able to clip it to dungeon equipment to see if they would work. They are quite robust, I have to say, but you also, like, you get so much, like, extra Velcro. It's just like, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan by any stretch of my, like, good for beginners, but also lull people into a different, like, false sense of security. And then today, which hasn't actually gone out on TikTok yet, I haven't actually posted it. I'll post it after stream. But today we got a menthol orgasm balm, which is very minty. It smells very, very minty, very, very minty, and I'm intrigued by it because I know that people either love or hate mintiness around the nether regions. I used to get a Lush soap that was like putting toothpaste on your crotch, and I fucking loved it. I love that cool, refreshing. Ooh. But it's weird because I find this one weird because it doesn't actually give you instructions on the packet. You have to open the door to find out that it's like for external use only, and all the instructions are on there, which I find particularly, it's a bit odd. It's a bit odd, but I'm intrigued by it. It's weird because it says for external use only, but it's designed to be put on the most intimate of intimate areas. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, to say the least. To say the least. So that's us. That's us. We're on the 4th of December, and that is our 4 days of the Kinkmas calendar so far. So far. Cheeky. So yeah, so that's going on so far, you know. Right, let me catch up with chat a wee bit because I am no doubt I'm way behind now. Way behind. A Psycho Siren, how you doing, you beautiful bean? Hope everybody's had a fab weekend. Mine was beyond amazing. I'm very glad to hear that. Depth fan, very, very glad to hear that. Seeing someone I know do that with an account, it can be stressful. Yeah, so frustrating. The driver today was delivering for InPost, who I haven't had much experience. I've never even heard of InPost, so I don't know what their policies are. Making change from Amazon driver who just called me a C word because he threw my breakable parcel in the dustbin. Oh my god. I hate it. Do you know what? I had a situation a little while back with a delivery driver who put my Amazon parcel in the recycle bin with all of the flat packed Amazon parcels. So it was like, what the fuck? It's lucky that I spotted that one wasn't flat packed, because fuck me, I would have just easily just fucking thrown it away. Do you know what I mean? Easily just thrown it away. Right, let me whip down a wee bit, friends, so I can catch up with all the chats. You are giving me more affirmations to use when I wake up in the morning. Oh yes, 100%. God, do I look rough, but god damn, do I make rough look good. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it, all right? It's the only way to do it. What's funny as fuck, one of the adverts was for Oral-B toothbrush. It said making someone smile by giving them Oral-B. My brain missed it. Oh, yeah. Make someone smile. They knew exactly what they were doing there. They knew exactly what they were doing. How's it going, Alpaca Lunchu? Hello, you beautiful bean. Val, may I ask you a question about something to do with you do within stream? You can certainly ask Stupedia, for sure. You can certainly ask you, Glorious Bean. If it's something too technical, I might tell you that I'll answer it some other time or something like that. But you're more than welcome to ask. By the way, friends, just giving you all a heads up, in about half an hour's time, we will be doing a merch giveaway. Somebody from FourthWall will be coming and joining us, and they'll be giving away some of our delightful merchandise. So yeah, so get ready for that. They're going to be giving away some shit, which is going to be fun. Just as I figured, as we're going to be talking about Krampus, and Krampus being the evil Santa, I feel like that could be, ooh, yeah, ooh's in chat. Ooh, good panto. Ooh. We love that. We love to see it. Also, can I get a shout out for Childish Bambino, please? We raided them the other day and we had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed your stream. So if we can get a shout out for them, that would be wonderful. Yeah, go check out Childish Bambino. They were a wonderful being. I am the Bambuno. You are the Bambuno. You are the Bambuno of this collection of... No, I was going to say Bambinos, but they're far too bratty for that. Far too bratty for that. You know? Thick Thock. Take back that spelling of TikTok. No, it's too late. It's too late. A 10 stream streak. You've been streaking all over the place, Jam Jar Brain, you cheeky devil. Oh my lordy. Exclamation mark LH. Exclamation mark LH for the Love Honey stuff. Yeah, the Love Honey advent calendar, right? But they ended up with rope hugs and chaos, but I'm now getting over the lurgy. Oh, get lots of vitamin C in you. If you get any echinacea, crack that in as well. Do you know what I mean? Love Honey sent you something and it's fucking huge. I wonder what that could be. Do you want to see the package? Do you want to see the parcel? Told you, it's fucking huge. Fucking huge. But I am able to pick it up. So, we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm not going to open it until the festive period, you know. You know. Got the 12-day calendar with your code. We did the 12-day calendar last year. So for Kinkmas last year, we did the 12 days of Kinkmas. And naturally, I sung it all. It was like, on the first day of Kinkmas, Love Honey gave to me a small, delightful, vibrating bullet. So, yeah, that was a fun thing. That was a fun. St. Andrew's Cross for Santa's elves. I already have. I've got 3 St. Andrew's Crosses. We're all right. We're all right. The fact that people are like, oh, you've got dungeon equipment. I'm like, yes, I do. Got 3 St. Andrew's Crosses, a crucifix, a couple of benches, the horse, as we call it, because sometimes we strap our horse's head to it. But anyway, you know, got a whole load. Got a whole lot. We can work with it. We can roll with it. You know what I mean? Sorry, Greenfire asked a Schmex question. I've got a few of these to do, so I'll do those quickly now. My God. Whimsical fact about Schmex. Actually, I'm not on TikTok. I can say it properly. Whimsical fact about sex. According to sexualhealthdg.co.uk, a study was done, and within this study, they found that 46% of cisgendered women would rather give up having sex for 2 weeks over logging off the internet for the same amount of time, according to a survey that was originally conducted by Intel. They would much prefer the interwebs than coital engagement. There you go. There you go. There's your whimsical fact about Schmex there. Zooty Booty redeemed a Victorian advice. which means I need to find out where everything is. Aha! Today's Victorian advice, friends, comes from Don'ts for Wives. Published in 1913 by Blanche Ebbott. Published a year before the suffragette movement here in the United Kingdom. We're on chapter 7, Evenings at Home. Let's have a look-see. Don't grumble because your husband insists on wearing an old coat in the house. He wears it because it is the most comfortable garment that he possesses. And the home is a place for comfort. Yes, I do agree that the home is a place for comfort. And one must always be comfortable within their own home. And comfort takes different shapes and sizes. I personally would not be wearing a coat in the household. But at the same time, I will happily wear some harem pants. And some delightful level of gown. You know? How's it going, Classic Chunk? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Ooh, cheeky. There we go. There's Victorian advice as well. Let me catch up with chat a little bit, and then I will answer your schmeck's question, Asara Greenfire, all right? You're cleaning? All of the cleaning. All of the cleaning, you know? They look so flimsy. Yeah, they're a bit shit. They're a bit shit. But I have to, like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, and once I've finished, like, the actual calendar, I'll go through and work out how much everything would cost and find out whether it's worth the amount. I'm sure it will, because Love Honey are very, very good at shit like that. But I would imagine that what they'll do is they'll make sacrifices with this kind of stuff. They'll make sacrifices with their crap cuffs in order to put more money towards, like, the prize on Christmas Eve. Do you know what I mean? Number 24, I'm sure, will be a very, very good prize because it's, like, building up to that level. But they might have to make sacrifices with this shit in order to put more money towards number 24 itself, you know? That kind of thing. That kind of thing. Keyrings bend and break over time in my experience. Oh, yeah, 100%. I wouldn't use keyrings, like, as a general sort of clasp, generally speaking. But, like, these, like, the little gap there wasn't big enough to get round the actual hoop on the furniture, you know? Oh my god, Van, I'm crying. You're so sweet. Thanks for being unapologetically you. Kupo, I would never be any other way. As well you know, you beautiful being. As well you know. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful birthday, you exquisite individual. Jason Andrew, how you doing? Long time. You're one of the mint haters. This is the thing, you know? Sometimes, like, people are well in for the mint. I'm not against the mint. I like a cool, refreshing, delightful sensation between the nethers. But at the same time, I know that some people hate it. You know what I mean? Legs are generally stronger than arms, so they may... would cuffs be good for ankles? Oh, yeah, no, they'd be worse for ankles. They'd definitely be worse for ankles. Like, that I've definitely broken. In my younger years, when I was but a young filth wizard, I have broken so many of these little clips. Because I was just like, oh, I'll get the cheap ones because I'm cheap and I'm a student or whatever. And it's just like, no, legs will just bend that shit out. Real easy. I'll snap it off, you know? You definitely accidentally become a lip balm if you're not looking carefully. Oh, definitely. And I don't think it's necessary, like, just says for external use only. Keep out of reach of children. Discontinue if discomfort or irritation occurs. Doesn't really tell me how to use it, though, you know? Menthol on my hoo-ha sounds like my worst kind of nightmare. Too sensitive for that nonsense. That's fair. That is fair. Nothing wrong with that. You know, we're all different strokes for different folks, as they say, you know? Original source mint and tea tree is a lovely sensation around the nethers. I agree. I do like a cheeky little cooler. Not in this weather. It's too fucking cold. But, like, especially in the summertime. Oh, a nice little minty freshness in the loins is delightful, you know? Got mint body wash that makes my hoo-hoo tingle. Exactly. Some people love the tingle. Some people hate it, and that's entirely fair, but some people love it. You know what I mean? I believe that's one of those things you only use once. I mean, depends if you enjoy it or not, you know? You get menthol-infused pads and stuff that's supposed to make your hoo-ha feel burny. I wouldn't say it was burny. I would say it's like more the same sort. Well, it depends. Oh my lordy.
Flee.
Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Look, it's Lesbian Hot Sauce. What a phenomenal name that is.
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
What a phenomenal name that is. You beautiful individual. Thank you very much for bringing all your people over here.
Little stalker.
Welcome on in, all you glorious beans. Thank you so much for these follows. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but welcome on in. How you doing? I don't know Lesbian Hot Sauce, so I'm now going to go over and click that cheeky little follow button. But as I have already clicked the cheeky little follow button, I've done it because I'm a decent human being. However, all right, you've got to be aware that my community, oh, look at them,
Oh, you followed
arrogant.
me. Ooh,
Oh,
little
dear.
stalker.
Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, my community are arrogant. They need to be tempted over, friends. So if you've just come in from Lesbian Hot Sauce streams, could you please describe them in 3 words, 3 cheeky little words, in order to tempt my community over to click that cheeky little follow button? I've already done it, but these people, they need more temptation. They need more temptation, please. Friends, welcome on in. How you doing? What were you up to today? Tell me all about it. Tell me all the bits and pieces. I'm Valen Vane, Vane by name, Vane by nature, deep as a puddle in summer, and love myself just a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much, you know? Just a little bit too much. And yeah, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard, and don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young. If you're under the age of 18, disappear off, come back when you're 18, we'll have a good laugh. How's it going, Lesbian Hot Sauce? How was your stream? How did it go? Was it wonderful? Was it glorious? Was it spectacular? What were you up to today? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it. You love your voice. The eyes out. Lesbian Hot Sauce is beloved, supportive, and screams in adoration. Okay, so the 3 words you've gone for is beloved, supportive, and like that kind of, that kind. I didn't want to pierce too many people's eardrum. All right. Eardrums. Plural, you know. How's it going, Kulknar? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Okay, they are passionate, caring, and the queerest of the queer. Is that one word? Queerest of the queer. The queerest of the queer. We can do it as one word. We can work with that. We can work with that. We like that. We do enjoy a good level of LGBTQIA here. We have a merchandise which is dedicated to the LGBTQIA. We call it the sexualities. Having a knight on there that screams for the gay while brandishing a rainbow sword. All that stuff. All of the joys. Do you know what I mean? All of the joys. It was lovely. We learned about... Ooh. Come on, scroll. Come on. We learned about Nepal getting queer marriage in a beautiful way. Hot damn, I love your vibe. Oh, thank you very much. Welcome on in. How's it going? I live in a house that's number 69 and decorated my house like Prince fucks the Moulin Rouge. That's the only way I know how to be. That's the only way I know how to be. And we are now learning about you through 3 tantalizing little words. Non-binary, how you doing? The raid didn't carry me over, but you're here now. We appreciate you, non-binary. Welcome on in. And thank you very much for choosing to come of your own volition. You could have gone anything. We're currently talking about sex, and we got the... Where's it gone? Where have I just put it? We got the Love Honey 24... The Love Honey were very kind and sent out their 24-day advent calendar, and we've just been talking about what we've had for day 1 through 4 so far. And today's thing was an orgasmal mint balm. So, yeah, we've been talking about mint on the hoo-has, you know? Mint on the hoo-has. But welcome on in. How you doing? Friends, and very especially Lesbian Hot Sauce, if you need to disappear off, if you need to go grab a snaffly treat, some delightful beverage, please go and do your thing. Please look after yourselves. I very much appreciate you bringing all your people over. I very much appreciate welcoming them in. But at the same time, I very, very much appreciate the fact that you have lives. And those lives have to come first, all right? Lurking with snackage, you snaffle away, Lesbian Hot Sauce. You snaffle away. I hope you had a wonderful thing and learned more about the Nepalese. Nepalese embracing queer marriage. Love to see it. Absolutely fucking love to see it. Oh, mwah, fantastic. Speaking of menthol tingle, used to have very minty shower gel when I was at uni. Forgot to tell my boyfriend at the time when he went to the shower. He hobbled back to the room. Oh, I would love that shit. I love a little bit of a tantalizing level of mintiness. Jam Jar Brain, I see what you're doing. For all of the raiders, I've had a rule now that we're not going to do this for individuals. You can't allocate other people, but I can do it for all of the raiders. For all of the raiders coming in here, well, hello. Look at you cheeky devils. Look at you coming in here, getting all up in my business, getting all close and personal. I mean, I can't say I blame you. Coming over here with lesbian hot sauce and god damn. You look all hot, too hot to handle, some may even say. All that hot sauce making you all a little hot under the collar. I understand how it is. I understand how it is. Evidently you had a wonderful time over there, and I can't say I blame you, and now you're here. In the cult of Vane. Tantalizingly beautiful that you are, and hopefully we'll be able to educate you a little more. Today we're going to be talking about Krampus, but that's a little later on. Until then, enjoy yourselves, cheeky devils. You know? You know? Got me all hot and bothered? Good. It's the way it should be. Yeah, I started stopping doing that for individuals. You can't nominate that, like nominate a smolder for a single individual, but you can do it for like groups of people. So all of the raiders, I'm fine with. But I realized that people might feel really uncomfortable if it's like nominated for them. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? We believe in consent. We believe in consent, you know? Menthol stuff reminds me of the original sauce. Yes. Yeah. The original sauce shower gel. Only I got the, there was like a Lush soap that was like mint and tea tree or something, and it was potent. It was potent. And I loved it. I was a big fan. I was a big fan. You know what I mean? Close to the VJ. Nope. Possible risk of a UTI. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, so it does say for external use only, but I don't know whether that's just... because it's meant to be like an orgasm bar. A balm. You know what I mean? I enjoy Love Honey greatly as a company. Their double-ended fun guns are very good. Had the same stuff for like a decade, so might need to upgrade soon. Well, if you do lesbian hot sauce, use the code VALEN20, VALEN 20, VALEN20. They've given us this code for 20% off the entire website. So if you're gonna do it, use the code, get 20% off, do your thing. All right, do the thing. All right. So that's for any of you, new or old, newcomers or old beans. Just, yeah, use it. Fuck it. Why not? I am all for people getting discounts and using my name doing it. Fuck it. Do you know what I mean? My vagina thanks you. You're welcome, lesbian hot sauce's vagina. And vulva. We're not just going to talk internally, externally as well. And vulva. You're both welcome. Okay?
Yeah, you subscribed.
Max Wattage. Thank you very much for gifting that sub to Lesbian Hot Sauce. Lesbian Hot Sauce. I shall now inscribe your name upon the mirror of Vane.
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
And Classic Chunk gifting one to Mad Vixen. I shall inscribe your name upon the mirror of Vane as well. Both of your names have been inscribed upon the mirror of Vane, which means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. Look at you, you thirsty individuals. Outrageous, I tell you. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing,
Pander to my ego. Pander to it. Pander to it.
Interruption.
Of course, Dean. Of course, with all these new people here as well. Rude. The most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh, yes, meow.
Most kind.
Jam Jar Brain. Giving a sub to Sloppy Gob. Sometimes that's an enjoyable scenario. Sloppy Gob, your name has been inscribed upon the mirror of Vane as well. I've just said it, so I'll say it nice and quickly. By having your name upon the mirror of Vane, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But god damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, harra, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? It's the only way to do it. The only scenario. You may have noticed the fish tank's turned off. Don't worry, it's the crab's bedtime. Because why wouldn't I have crabs? You know? Right, let me scroll down a wee bit. Let me quickly whip down a bit. The horror used to once used it out of curiosity, definitely a wake-up sensation that I wasn't anticipating that day. That's why I loved the mint shower gels, because they woke me the fuck up in the nethers, you know? Why do you use black and white Victorian Vice instead of sepia?
Most kind.
Jam jar! Giving a sub to crab people. Crab people. Crab people. Ooh, cheeky. Crab people, by having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not bum Snapchat. Of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning and go, God, do I look rough? But goddamn, do I make rough look good? Why not? Why not? I wanted to change. You know? Right, I'm whipping down, friends. I'm trying to catch up with everything. With the Amazon driver who called me cunt, I'll say the word. I'm okay with this. I have a ring camera. I didn't even ring the bell, knock the door. Just saw the notification saying a parcel was delivered. Checked the cam, saw him put it in the bin. Went to find out the bin was empty. Couldn't actually... The bin was empty, but I couldn't actually reach the parcel because of that. So I had to tip the whole thing upside down to get it out. That's awful. That is awful, Relu. I went to spit out my energy drink from laughing. Definitely woke me up too when I was trying to wind down for bed. Yeah. Bratty, no idea what you're talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, one true cripple, you cheeky devil. Asari Greenfire, are you still here, you beautiful bean? Are you still here? Currently browsing on Love Honey? Please do. Please do. Like I said, if you're using the code, do it. Valen20. At some point in the next 5 to 15 minutes, there will be a giveaway of our merchandise, friends. Our delightful, delightful merchandise. Let me show all the new people what our merchandise is all about. I realize that everything's going a million miles an hour, friends, so I will try and catch up all the best I can. This is our merch store, friends. Our cheeky merch store. Look at all the wonderful merchandise. We've got festive shit. Look, there's me as a gingerbread man pole dancing on a Christmas jumper. You know? We also have... Let me pull up the sexualities as... These are the ones that many of you delightful queer folk will enjoy, all right? We have the gay agenda, because naturally, everyone talks about the gay agenda and no one really knows what the fuck it's about. So here it is. To love who I want to love, tick box. Well done. Celebrate people doing themselves. Yes, tick box. Love that. Be left alone to live my life. Ooh. We're gonna have to work on that one as a society, but we're getting there. We're getting there. You know, it's all right. It's okay. We'll get there slowly but surely. You know, slowly but surely. Oh, let me. Come on. Let's pull up the sexualities. We also have monogamous, homos where the heart is, frying pansexual, polyamorous, concubisexual, succubisexual, and incubisexual for all of the genders, non-binary, asexual, and of course the crowd favorite of For the Gay, where we naturally have a knight in shining armor indulging in all of the LGBTQIA joy. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So here are but a few things. We also have loads of other stuff on here, like Kinkmas stuff, sexualities. We've got some more fashionable side of stuff, which is like more just basic fashion stuff, live stream themed stuff, and nerd stuff for being a nerd. Yes, this is my face on Pokemon badges, because our emo artist gets paid by members of the community to put my face on Pokemon. Look at this. Fucking ridiculous. Anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea. But yeah, if you stick around for the next like 20 minutes or so, somebody from FourthWall will be coming in to do a giveaway. So why not? Has anyone ordered the flip-flops yet? Not yet. We have step on me flip-flops because people really like to walk on my face. So I put my face on flip-flops so they can walk on my face with every step. You know what I mean? Val is a jinx. Yeah, I know, right?
Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime.
Cheer 122.
Thank you. Fish pancakes. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me on Discord. I don't accept just anybody on thingy. But, oh, you're the oh my lordy. Right. Okay. Let me do it right now. You're the FourthWall guy. I have added you. I will happily accept your pracs. Well, come on in. How you doing? You're the FourthWall guy. You're right here. All there. It's grand. This is the reason why I have two chats, by the way. One that I'm like trying to keep up with, and one that I'm like thingy. But welcome on in, pracs. The FourthWall guy coming to do all of the bits and pieces. You know what I mean? Ooh, good question. Give me 2 seconds. Let me. I'm plotting and scheming. All right. Oh, my lordy. Oh, this is all very exciting. Oh, friends. This is so much more exciting than I was expecting it to be. Oh, this is very exciting. Oh, lordy, friends. I hope you're ready. Let me have a quick look. Let me have a quick look at stuff. Oh, wow. This is very exciting. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I tell you what, let's do a... Well, there's a spark in my heart and it wants me to see the kind of person that is hard to be. I can hear you, by the way, but you're afraid to tell me that way. Oh yeah, no, I'll tell you I'm speaking. All right, let's go with we're deciding on prizes, friends. We're deciding on prizes for the giveaway, and this is far more exciting than I was expecting it to be. So this is amazing. This is really fucking cool. Am I exempt from the giveaway? No, nobody's exempt. Everybody can enter because it's not me that's running it. It's not like I can fix it. Do you know what I mean? I got fuck all to do with it. It's entirely down to FourthWall sorting themselves out, doing all the bits and pieces on my behalf, which is very kind of you. Thank you very much, FourthWall, you beautiful beings. Let's start with. I tell you what. Let's start with. I'm trying to very quickly do math, and we all know that doesn't work very well. Just so I'm clear, I just wanted to ask very quickly. This question. It's all right. It's okay. Valid math, damn it. Oh my god, this is amazing. Right, cool. I reckon let's start with this one. This is all very exciting. If Jam Jar wins, it's rigged, specifically because he asked whether it was okay if he could jump in on it. I love this. By the way, Asari Greenfire, I have not forgotten your question. I will answer it. I will answer it before we jump into the Krampus stuff, all right? I'm just... Now, we've got a FourthWall giveaway, and this is all very exciting, do you know what I mean? The excitement is too much for my little heart. I'm sending, like...
You have purchased some merch.
Friends!
Congratulations. You're almost as vain as Valen.
If you would like to enter for the merch giveaway, press exclamation mark, enter, you glorious beings. Thank you very much to our pracs there. Do exclamation mark, enter. This is what you have the chance of winning. Our delightful, very fashionable, multiple colors. Look at all these colors. Oh, delightful. Oh, glorious. And on the back, it's got this glorious design of a lot of different bits of circles and stuff like that. Exclamation mark enter to get a chance to win in the giveaway. It has various different colors, but that's a very neon one. Let's go for something a little lighter. Or we could go for a nice pink. Ooh, delightful. Let's have a look. Have a look what it looks like on. Oh, look. And on the back. Oh, yes. This is what it's all about. Exclamation mark enter, you beautiful beans. And we have more to give away, which is all very exciting. I thought it was just like one thing, but it's not. There's multiple things. It's beautiful. So yeah. I think Alpaca and Drew gets it. It's great. It's all right. The giveaway has won. Who won? The giveaway winner. Duchess Demona. Duchess Demona, you beautiful individual. Please click that link in the chat for to claim your wonderful prize. Please click the link in the chat to claim your wonderful prize there. This is amazing. This is fantastic. You won, Duchess Demona. Let's do... I'm doing quick math. Oh, they're sending me a message. Congratulations, Duchess Demona, you beautiful bean. Oh, I'm catching my chin stubble. Yeah. Cool. Just in case you hadn't heard, Cult of the Lamb is coming out with Sins of the Flesh. Ooh, very exciting. Very exciting. Right, okay. Let's get something more fun.
You have purchased some
Oh, my
merch.
lordy!
Congratulations. You're almost as vain as Valen.
You've purchased some merch? You glorious individual! Thank you very much for purchasing some merch. Oh my god, I'm so far behind on chat, so I'm gonna whip down and try and catch up with everything that is going on. Because I can't keep up with everything. So that's the thingy, and that was the giveaway. Thank you very much for purchasing merch, you glorious individual. I very, very much appreciate it. You little gem, you. Right. Let me just do this one. We'll go there. Doing quick math. It's fun. Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about Prax at all. I am more than happy. I am more than happy to have this distraction because it means that my community get free stuff, and that always makes me very happy. That always makes me very happy. If the community want free stuff, they can deal with my distraction. Do you know what I mean? They can deal with my distraction. We love free stuff. Free stuff's great. Do you know what I mean? And
You have purchased some merch.
click enter! Exclamation mark enter.
You're almost as vain as Valen.
For the next one with the poker vein pins. Get some delightful pin badges with my face on Pokemon. Designed by the glorious Abby Stabby Art, the wonderful individual it is. Get yourself in there. Exclamation mark enter. Making sure it all works. Gets it all fun and games, all the bits and pieces. The happy-go-lucky scamps of stuff. You can get my face on pin badges. Why you would want this, I've got no idea. Exclamation mark enter. Make sure you spell it correctly. We don't want people getting it all wrong. It's all grand and dandy. I think we're definitely going to finish on a Kinkmas jumper, by the way. We're definitely going to finish on a Kinkmas jumper. So, because it's Kinkmas, so we've got to finish on a Kinkmas jumper. You know? Oh, who's going to win? All of the people going on there. Do you know what I mean? Have you seen the musical 6? No, definitely not. The giveaway announcer, Real W! Real W, you glorious bean. Please click on that link for your... to claim your poker vein badges. To claim your poker vein badges. Okay, Doing quick calculations. We're all good. This is amazing. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. This is wild and fun and great. Cool. Oh, wait. By the way, a massive thank you to FourthWall for allowing me to do this. This is wild. This is absolutely bloody wild, and I am so fucking thankful for it. All right. Let's do this one next. Let's do this one next. Because this one's brand new. I literally uploaded this today. So let's do this one next.
You have purchased some merch.
Real W, enjoy your poker vein pins.
You're almost as vain as Val.
Almost as vain as me. Almost. Not quite, but almost as vain as me. All right? Remember, friends, to tag me when you get them and you put them on your bits and pieces or you're wearing them or what have you. Remember to take a photo and tag me. I would really, really appreciate just seeing them. I want to see what the merch looks like. I want to see what you beautiful people look like in the merch. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you take photos. Do the thing. Let your body proverbially swing. Do you know what I mean? Oh, do you know what? We'll also do a vote as to which one the community want to do the giveaway for the Kinkmas jumper. You know what I mean? Crazy, these are going fast. I'm not getting a chance to enter. You got to keep an eye out for it in the chat because there might be a bit of a delay on the thingy.
You've purchased some merch. Congratulations. You're almost as vain as Val.
Friends, our brand new, literally uploaded today, Sad Panda Troll hoodie. This was actually a popular one when we had a merch store. That last merch store we had. A panda hoodie, panda to the hoodie. Yes, you can get it in multiple colors. Behold, the color black, or the color delightful blue, or a nice pink variety. What about this? Light pink variety. What about a delightful cardinal red?
Most kind.
Bless this panda mess.
Bless this panda-ness. Aphelion Panda, you beautiful being. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 40 months. I will. There's a thing on the arm. Yes, it's me. It's my name. Can I get a good picture of it? It's my name. So that everyone knows where it came from. Dun 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 dun! Exclamation mark again. A wild squeak appeared. How's it going, Lucas Bond? How you doing? A wild squeak. You have won the delightful panda hoodie. Please click on that link in order to claim your prize, your glorious, glorious prize there. The Grumpy Panda one. How's it going, Captain Bambi's Revenge? How you doing? I'm just double checking stuff. Just want to make sure that my math is actually mathing correctly. This is so exciting. This is so cool, by the way. I am so fucking buzzing about this. I'm so buzzing that we're able to do this. This is just fucking awesome. Thank you very much, FourthWall, for allowing this. Do you know what I mean? Ooh, okay. All right, okay. Amazing. Awesome. Right, friends. I'm going to leave the last choice up to you. It's going to be a vote. All right, friends? It's going to be a vote. Because the last one...
purchased some merch.
Well, Squeak, enjoy your panda to the
You're
hoodie.
almost as vain as Valen.
So we're going to have the... The last one is going to be a Kinkmas jumper, because we have to do Kinkmas stuff. Naturally, it's Kinkmas. Do we go for the gingerbread dancer? Do we go for the festive nightmare? I'll show you all of these so you understand what you're voting for. Do we go for Monty Claus? Or do we go for the Yule Terrace Cult? The question is yours. We'll make it a 1-minute poll starting now. This is what you're voting for, friends. For our last giveaway, will we have the gingerbread dancer? Will we have the festive nightmare? Will we have Monty Claus riding a delightful red-nosed Richard? Well, it's black-nosed Richard there. Or will we have the Yuleterus cult, where the cultists are presenting pizza to the almighty Yuleterus monster? The choice is yours. For the last giveaway, the community get to decide. The community get to decide. We like to see it. We like to see it. All right? Getting your nice little last choices in there. Ooh. Who's gonna win? Money or nightmare? The winner is the festive nightmare. You want this? You genuinely want this absolute terror? This horrific thing that was drawn by me with a left hand when I was slightly pissed a year ago? That is what you want? By a significant amount of votes? All right. All right. Let me get the link for the wonderful person from FourthWall Prax. Literally the description there. Once upon a time, Valen had to draw Monty in MS Paint using his non-dominant hand. This is the result. You are welcome. Ooh, okay. Just giving everyone the heads up, letting everyone be aware of this. Unfortunately, because we're now in December, we are past the delivery cutoff for knit stuff, for knitwear. So this will not arrive before Christmas. Is that okay with you, with all of you, or should we pick something different? I'll do another quick poll. New poll. Is it okay to get after festive time? Yay or pick something else? I have a backup plan if need be. All right. Just got to save it for next Christmas. Kinkmas. Exactly. It's up to you. Whether you want it, whether we do it for thingies, I'll let the community decide, because I let the community decide fucking everything around here. Once again, while we're deciding this, can I just say a massive, massive thank you to FourthWall. It has been a genuine fucking pleasure, like, moving all of my merch stuff over to FourthWall. It has been a delightful experience. Like, moving everything over, designing everything, designing the website, getting everything sorted, getting everything up and running and stuff. It's been a genuine pleasure. And the fact that they're prepared to do this as well, just, you that is so fucking kind of you. Genuinely super impressed, super happy with you. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this shit. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. You know? Wear the jumper and commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. Okay. Yay? Yay. 56% of you said yay, so we'll go with it. We'll go with it. We'll do it. Prax, 110%. We'll do it. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. You know, Christmas isn't just for life. It isn't just for Christmas. It is for life. Well, it is when you Luke is Bond, to be fair. Exclamation mark enter.
Merch.
Get in there, friends.
You're almost as vain.
Get in there. Exclamation mark enter. Get yourself in there. I think Prax might have also left it for an extra few seconds as well to make sure that everyone gets the opportunity to enter in today. Exclamation mark enter to win this absolute monstrosity. This absolute horrific monstrosity that is a festive nightmare jumper. Do you know how these are printed? Uncanny Andy, I'm not entirely sure. I believe this is like knitwear and stuff, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, okay, quick, get them in there. Get your exclamation marks entered in there. Come on now. FourthWall amazing, to be honest. Had a few bits from various streamers. Always the quality, been top quality. That's lovely to see. Love to see it. Love to see it. Exclamation mark enter. The time is ticking down. You've got a few more seconds in there. Let's go. Is it fleece? It's knitwear. It's literally knitwear. So somebody is going to knit this shit. You know? Somebody is going to knit with shit. Mama Snow, you beautiful bean. Mama Snow, congratulations. Click that link there. Get yourself in. Get yourself sorted to get yourself a wonderful, wonderful... Oh, shit. And the adverts are on. Amazing. At Mama Snow. You won. Click the link to claim. Did not completely and utterly forgot that. A massive, massive round of applause to all you winners. Brava! 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 Congratulations, all you winners. All the things that you could possibly have won. You're in there now. Brava! You beautiful beans. Thank you so much. And once again, a massive thank you to Prax from FourthWall for coming in and helping us out and doing all the bits and pieces. Honestly, it has been a genuine pleasure moving everything over to FourthWall and getting all that sorted. So a massive, massive thank you to FourthWall for that. I really, really, really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Prax. I really appreciate that. You beautiful bean. I'll just shout at them as well. Thank you. Oh my lordy, this has been fantastic. I was like, oh, they're gonna give away, they'll buy something from the merch store and they'll give it away. That's fine, dandy. I didn't realize that they were prepared to give away loads of stuff. I didn't realize there was a whole variety of things they were happy to do a giveaways for. That's amazing. Oh my lordy. I am genuinely flabbergasted. My gastids have been thoroughly flabbered. All right. That was the worst timing ever. That's all right. That's okay. Oh yeah, Prax. People have been doing giveaways in the chat already. People have been like buying stickers and giving them out to the community and stuff. So yeah, the giveaways are already on board. That giveaways are already on board. They're beautiful beans, but yeah. And I will do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Prax, for coming in and giving us doing the giveaway for us. I really, really appreciate it. You beautiful bean. Very, very much appreciate it. I realize that you might need to go do other bits and pieces and stuff like that, but thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Mwah. Much love to you. Much love. See you later, Prax. You take it easy, you beautiful bean. You take it easy. Thank you so much.
You have purchased some merch.
Fish pancakes.
You're almost as vain as Valen.
Thank you very much for purchasing some of the poker pins as well. I really appreciate it. You needed the Mr. Mime. I seem to remember that I said at some stage.
Most kind.
It's the man, the myth, the legend in his own pants. Happy subiversary, dearest Valen.
Bear, how you doing? Long time no see for 28 months, you beautiful being. I should now inscribe your name upon the mirror of vein. By having your name upon the mirror of vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? You know, tier 4 sub, you cheeky devil. What do you like? What do you like? Asari Greenfire, are you still here, by the way?
You have purchased some merch.
Mama Snow! Enjoy your festive nightmare.
You're almost as vain as Valen.
Enjoy your festive nightmare, you beautiful being. I very, very much... Oh, there it is. There it is. Enjoy your festive nightmare. It will be arriving after Kinkmas itself, but you will have it for next year. You will have it for next year. Or if it's very cozy, you could just wear it when you're cold. You know? You just wear it when you're cold. That was amazing. That was so much fun. I was not expecting that at all. It was fucking cool. They were just like, so what would you like to give away? And I was just like, oh, can they pick? Can we do things? And they were like, oh, hey, these are the terms. And I was like, oh, we can do multiple? That's very cool. Thank you very much. So massive thank you to FourthWall for allowing us to do that. That's really fucking cool. That was really nice. That was really nice for FourthWall to offer that out there. Do you know what I mean? That was really fun, right? Right? So a massive thank you to all those people that took part as well, and a massive congratulations to all you winners. Please excuse the ads. I got so carried away with everything. I didn't realize what was going on. Didn't realize what was going on. Didn't realize what was happening there. But it's fine. It's all right. It's fine. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's all right. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Right. Where the fuck? What am I even saying? What am I even saying? Stuff, things, bits and pieces. Asari Greenfire, are you still there? Is Asari Greenfire still here? Going to mention something in the chaos. Not gonna lie, Val. Might not be the person who asked if you'd seen, but I think you'd enjoy Six the Musical. What if Henry VIII's 6 wives were actually pop stars? Okay, that's far more intriguing. That is far more intriguing than what I was initially expecting. Do you know what I mean? I'll look into them. Seems like a good choice of match. Yeah, honestly, to be honest with you, I've been really impressed with them. I've been really impressed with them. I got put on stuff. Do you know what? About 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, about 18 months ago, I was put onto FourthWall when I was at TwitchCon in Amsterdam. And people were like, oh, you should use FourthWall and stuff like that. But I'd only just moved over to Redbubble when we used Redbubble. And I was like, I don't want to move all my stuff again when I've only just moved over. And I'm gutted that I didn't. I'm genuinely gutted that I didn't. Because Redbubble has been, like, the quality of the product was good, but they've been a pain in the ass and they treat artists, like, they've been in trouble recently for treating artists like shit. So that's the reason why we moved away from Redbubble. And honestly, I'm genuinely gutted that we didn't move over to FourthWall sooner. Genuinely gutted that we didn't move over to FourthWall sooner. I feel like it would have been a genuinely good idea to have done that 18 months ago. But, well, you snooze, you lose. Do you know what I mean? You snooze, you lose. Major 6 fan, I think it would be absolutely appreciate the costuming too, because damn. Oh, right, okay. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up. Let me just quickly check. Okay, we'll wait for Asari Greenfire when they're back in. I'll ask their they asked a Schmex question. But yeah, friends, today we are going to be going into, like, deep diving into the joys of oh my god, let me just close all these fucking tabs. We will be deep diving into the joys of Krampus today. The joys of Krampus. For today is Mythical Mondays. Delightful level of Mythical Mondays, you know. So we're going to be looking into the origin of the Krampus myth and stuff like that. By the way, friends, if people need to like repeat stuff that's already happened in the chat, I understand what's going on. It has been chaotic and hectic, so please, if you need to just repeat something, just copy and paste it in chat or ask me again or what have you. There was a lot of chaos that happened there, and it was great and wonderful and fun, and people got free stuff, and that always makes me very happy. But just, if you need to repeat something, please do so. Please do so. You're here, Asari Greenfire. Amazing. The question is there a way for people to retire and recycle old sex toys? Asking out of curiosity. I do not believe so. Because technically speaking, a sex toy, once it's been used, it kind of becomes biohazardous waste. Do you know what I mean? Once it's been used, it's contaminated with biohazardous waste. I'll tell you what, though. Can you recycle sex toys? Let's find out today. So, ooh, okay. Okay, most sex toys are classed as waste electrical or electrical equipment. So if you have like a recycling facility, a recycling plant near you that takes electrical waste, I know there's places that take like TVs and like normal sort of electrical waste. The real question is that... Ooh, hold on, what's this? So yeah, you can do it. And there are a few retailers that will dispose of used sex toys and so on, because obviously you can't sell them on, or you shouldn't sell them on. I'm not saying you can't, because you can pretty much sell anything. Ooh, but the UK have just or a company within the UK called The Natural Love have actually started accepting sex toys from any brand, regardless of whether or not they were purchased from that company. The only clause is you must have purchased at least one product from the Natural Love company in order to participate, and they will take away e-waste and then separate out into the small parts, metals, plastics, circuits, etc. So they will do all that stuff for you. So it does seem like there are a few places, at least in the UK, I can't guarantee around the entire world, but it does seem like there are a few places that do take sex toys to recycle, a few retailers, and as they still technically would take them at recycling facilities. We call it the tip. And you go to the tip and you recycle. You've got like your big bins for your wood and your garden waste and your plastics and shit like that. They would technically be able to take them there. I don't know whether they'd be happy taking them there or not, because like I said, technically speaking, it is biohazardous waste once you've used it, you know. You can sell anything but use sex toys. Oh, we did a deep dive a little while ago. We did a deep dive into fuck dolls, into life-sized silicone fuck dolls. And they had an entire second-hand area on the website so that people could buy second-hand sex, like fuck dolls. Which I found particularly unnerving. But it was there. And evidently people must have done it. Well loved is what they called them. Silicon Valley, don't you start, Wild Squeak. Don't you start, you cheeky devil. You cheeky devil, you. Yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing. So in answer to your question, Asari Greenfire, yes, you can technically recycle them, but it seems to be that most places wouldn't. You'd have to find somewhere that would take them in for you, basically. And it actually reminds me of a really disgusting video I saw where there was somebody who worked in wastage. So they were on like a dumping ground, a wastage dumping ground, and somebody found like a rampant rabbit and started like deep throating it and shit. And I was just like, that's awful. Like, you A, don't know where that's been in the waste ground initially, and B, don't know who owned that initially. Do you know what I mean? How do you know you're not going to get any kind of STI? And I'm not going to say there's any shame in having STIs. Just like any other infection, you just get yourself seen to, get yourself medication, get yourself sorted. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that don't put somebody else's sex toy near any part of your anatomy unless you know that scenario. Do you know what I mean? You know where it's been. You know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? And it's been outside. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not including like the degradation of the silicon and all kinds of toxins and all that shit. Do you know what I mean? There's so many things that are wrong with it. So many things are wrong. Made me jip a little bit, you know? Not pleasant. But they reminded me of that. But yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Aphelion Panda. I also needed to write your name on the mirror vein. So grimy. So bad. Because I didn't do that. 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 I Felion Panda, your name is also inscribed upon the Mirror Vein. By having your name upon the Mirror Vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? So guy wasn't eating during that story, right? You got an idea for Vainmus? Contact one of those people. Thank you very much, Shade Secrets, for throwing that Vainmus thing out there. Yeah, friends. Vainmus is, for those people that don't know what Vainmus is a thing that we do every year. It's the only stream of the year that I have no control over. It is controlled by a group of the community, a group of community members, and I'm fucking clueless about the entire situation. Jamjar, if I need to get anything in preparation, could you send me a list? Normally what happens is Jamjar comes on with us and we go through bits and pieces, and I have got no idea. Do you know what I mean? Want more about it, see if we can make it work. So hyped for Vainmus. My package of stuff and things was picked up today. No, that is a good point. We have now completed the donation goal for the PO box, so I will get that set up probably straight after stream so that that can get sorted. I would be surprised if people are able to get shits for me for Friday, but I'll do what I can. And if not, then what I'll do is I'll save all the presents up, and then just before Kinkmas itself, I will do like an extra stream, and we'll do like an unpacking of all of the bits, you know, so that I need to be more prepared for this in the future. But evidently I haven't been, because 2023 has been an ordeal. But we will definitely be doing I'll definitely get a PO box, because you've all paid for it, so that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? We'll get it all sorted. It'll be wonderful and glorious and spectacular. Do you know what I mean? 23 has been a year. Yeah, fucking tell me about it. But that's okay. That's all right, because we will make the most. We will continue to make the most out of every situation, you know? That's cool. That's all right. That's good. Right, okay, friends. Normally, what I normally do is I like go for a break and then thingy, but we've only just had some ads, and I don't want to just break off straight off. So what I'll do is we will start going into the Krampus myth. Music, you're glorious, but shush. So we're going to have a look at the Krampus myth at the moment, friends. Okay. Because this is Mythical Mondays. And I want to make sure that we are doing stuff. So what I want to do is we're going to look into the origins of Krampus, because I have got no idea. I know the idea of Krampus, the idea of this half goat, demonoid, horns, evil Santa scenario. But I don't really know much about the origins of Krampus. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be looking into it. The deep dive into Krampus, you know? So if you would like to stick around for that, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to, that's also cool. That is also cool. So let's have a look here. So Krampus is a Central European popular legend, half goat, half demon monster that punishes misbehaving children around Christmas time. In fact, Krampusnacht, which is Krampus night for those people who don't speak German, is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's the 5th of December. So this is the reason why I decided to do our Mythical Mondays deep dive today, because it's actually tomorrow. It's absolutely tomorrow. And in which case, also, the VOD of this on the YouTube, on the VOD's YouTube channel, will actually come out on Krampusnacht, which I thought was perfect. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was a great way of doing it. If you're not following me on my YouTubes, please do so. Do the thing. I'm slowly but surely getting better at actually promoting myself and what have you. He is well known to be the devilish companion to Saint Nicholas. Now, many of you may well be aware, Krampus is not a German thing. Krampus apparently is believed to have originated in Germany, but it's really interesting, because when I was like pulling up all my resources, I found various different contradictory things. So there's some sources that say that Krampus, like the creature of Krampus, originally originated in Germany, and then there's other sources that say that it was actually an entire rumor that it started in Germany, but it became a thing. Like it's actually a lot younger than we think it is. Because there's people going, oh yeah, it's an ancient tradition from Germany, blah, 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 blah. And then as time's gone on, people are like, actually, it's not. It was invented in like the 1500s, and it's nowhere near as ancient as people think it is. But people say that it originated in Germany, but it actually has harkbacks to spirits of the Alpines, which I thought was quite an interesting thing. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Do you know what I mean? We have Necht Ruprecht, but that's a human. Yeah. There's a couple of variations of a similar entity like Krampus. There was Necht Ruprecht. There's also like a ghoulish witch creature in Italy, which I thought was very, very interesting. But yeah, we'll get into it. So the theory, according to various sources, is it originated in Germany and came from the German word Krampen, which means claw. It was thought to have been part of a pagan ritual for the winter solstice. According to the legend, he is the son of Hel, the Norse god of the underworld. But with the spread of Christianity, Krampus became associated with Christmas, despite the efforts of the Catholic Church to ban him. So the Catholic Church were desperately trying to ban Krampus because he looks like the devil. He looks like the devil. Half goat, half man. Big horns. Goes around beating and eating and kidnapping children and shit. But there's also like the coinciding nature of him he's often paired with St. Nicholas. In fact, when you look online for like images of Krampus, there's usually a whole load of different Krampuses surrounding a single character that plays St. Nicholas. And the idea was that he came along with when Christianity was spreading around. St. Nicholas, for those people that don't know, is where Santa originated. Santa Claus is St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas, who
you subscribed, most kind.
Right, you cheeky devil. Thank you very much for coming in with the Prime Gaming. St. Nicholas went around giving gifts to children. He's also the patron saint of prostitution, but I'll get to that in a second. St. Nicholas went around giving gifts to children, and the idea was in many European countries, Krampus would go along with St. Nicholas to punish the naughty kids. So the good kids would get the presents from St. Nicholas, and the naughty kids would be kidnapped by Krampus or beaten with a beech branch. And there's references to St. Nicholas in there as well. Killer Queen Rachel should now describe your name upon the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. St. Nick like that nookie. It's a really interesting. So the story is St. Nicholas was the patron saint of sex workers, the patron saint of prostitution. And the reason why is because one of the original stories of St. Nicholas, as I understand it, and I haven't looked too deeply into it, but I've heard multiple historians talk about it, including Kinky History. So St. Nicholas was the patron saint of prostitution because in the early, like the whole thing about St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, the reason why he's got this whole Santa Claus, he gives gifts to children and stuff, was because he was a very kind-hearted individual who would help out other people in trouble. He would go and give money to the poor when they were starving and in the cold and what have you. He would give gifts to children to make them happy, etc., etc. But one of the original stories of St. Nicholas was the fact that there was a man who was very, very poor, and in ye olde times, a wedding had to come with a dowry. So the father of the bride had to pay another man to take his daughter's hand in marriage. And if you couldn't afford the dowry, then you couldn't afford to get married. And effectively, in as the story goes in that tradition, that daughter would become a sex worker. They would become a sex worker because they couldn't afford a dowry, and therefore they would have to make their own way in life. And as is standard in ye olde times, the only way for a woman to do that would ideally be through sex work, you know? So there was a man with 3 daughters, and he was a very poor man, and he could not afford for his daughter. He could not afford his daughters' dowries. So each daughter got engaged as they hit the age of adulthood, and the father was very worried. He was like, how am I going to pay for this dowry? I'm not going to be able to do it. My daughter is going to have to go and become a sex worker. And then mysteriously, the night before the daughter entered adulthood, the daughter's adulthood birthday, I don't know how old that was in the culture at that time, and a little sack of money appeared in the household and paid for that daughter's dowry. So the eldest daughter got a little sack of money. It magically appeared, and that paid for the daughter's dowry. The second daughter, as she got older, night before her she became of age, she were a magical sack of...
Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow, you beautiful being. Welcome on in. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but welcome on in. Yeah, second daughter came of age. Night before she hit the of age birthday, little sack of money appeared in the house. And it was the third daughter where the father of the daughters actually stayed up in order to catch out who it was that was helping him and his family stave off destitution, and found that it was St. Nicholas. And that is how St. Nicholas became the patron saint of sex workers. Because, of course, nobody can be a sex worker and be a happy person in ye olde Catholic traditions, but that was how it was. Naturally, as time's gone on and Santa has become more of a thing, and the idea of giving gifts at Christmas time and all that stuff, they have stepped away from St. Nicholas being the patron saint of prostitution and been like, okay, let's have a look at some. Let's look at him. Let's focus on him giving gifts to children. Let's focus on the innocent part. We're gonna stay away from the sex work stuff. We're gonna go for yeah. We're gonna do that. Okay, that's grand. That's great. You know. Excuse me. I love Esme, the lady who does Kinky History. Yeah, Esme's fantastic. Absolutely fucking fantastic. Fantastic resource of a human being as well. Like, really pulls out all of the joys in regards to whimsical facts about sex, do you know what I mean? He was the saint of human action that keeps giving. Yeah, exactly, right? The fact that we were nothing but items to be bought, yes. I mean, in the nicest way, Duchess Demona, like, women weren't considered anything but items until they got the vote. And that's how fucking horrible it is. That is actually how horrible it was. A son is an heir to a family line. A daughter is a possession of the family. It's fucking horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. But, you know, Christianity looked the other way and ignored sex workers. What are the chances, right? Having an early one. No worries, Jam Jar. Thanks very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You feel better soon. Hopefully. Touching all of the wood. Woo, cheeky devil. All right, you feel better soon, you beautiful bean. So that was the St. Nicholas being the patron saint of sex workers. Slight aside, but we'll get back to Krampus, all right? We'll get back to Krampus. So the whole thing of Krampus was that St. Nicholas would come to give the good children, and it's amusing because the day after Krampusnacht, so Krampusnacht is the 5th of December, and the 6th of December is St. Nicholas Day. So the idea was that Krampus would come round and beat all the naughty children, and in certain stories kidnap them, in certain stories take them to hell. He had a wooden basket on his back and would put the most naughty. The naughty children would get beaten, but the most naughty would be get kidnapped by Krampus. And in some legend he'd be eaten, and in some the children would be eaten, and in some legend they'd be dragged off to the almighty hell, as per Christian values, you know. How's it going, Ali Earl? How you doing? How you doing? Wait, who's the deity of sex workers? Not the deity, the patron saint of sex workers was St. Nicholas, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the patron saint of sex workers, which I thought was fucking hilarious. But yeah, welcome on in. How you doing? How's it going? So yeah, Nicholas then rewarded. So the 5th, Krampus would go around beating all the naughty children, and then on the 6th, St. Nicholas would go around leaving presents for all the good children. It's quite entertaining that Krampus, the reason why Krampus, or one of the theories why Krampus beats children with a birch branch, a branch from the birch tree, is because it's like the kind of like a replication of the darker side of St. Nicholas, because there's a story of St. Nicholas who, where he got angry with people who were being blasphemous and beat them all with a birch branch. And that's the theory of where Krampus gets the whole thing of beating children with birch branches in order to, because of course, spare the rod, spoil the child. The whole corporal punishment for children type thing that happened in ye olde days, you know? So the whole thing was on Christmas, on Krampusnacht, St. Nicholas would go around with Krampus, and on the 6th of December, St. Nicholas's Day, the children would awaken to find their gifts or nurse their injuries, which was really interesting as well, because people would dress up. Like, people in local communities would dress up as St. Nicholas and Krampus, and they'd get pissed out of their faces and, like, go around knocking on people's doors, like old school trick-or-treating shit, go around knocking on people's doors, asking for drinks, giving presents to the kids. Like, St. Nicholas would have a conversation with the kids with a fucking Krampus behind him, being like, hey, have you been a good boy, girl, or gender non-binary individual, or other, you know, in ye olde days, they only perceived boys and girls, but we have got better at that, you know. Have you been a good child? And if they'd been a good child, they would get a present from drunken St. Nicholas. And if they'd been a bad child, the person dressed as Krampus would beat them with a stick. Would beat them with a branch of birch. No, there's no actual, like, documented evidence of that happening, but that is what everyone, like, all the stories are like, that is what happened. That is what happened. Everyone was so fucking terrified of this fucking monster that would go around swathed in sheepskins and chains, and they believe the chains came from Christian values of binding up the devilish Krampus. But they're, yeah, bound up in sheepskin. So you'd have this really nice popely figure of St. Nicholas, and then this horrible monster just standing behind him being like, you been a good child? Damn it, they've been a good one. Shit. You know? Having grown up in Austria, that is what happened. There you go. Nibrobin. How you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you very much for coming in and saying hi. That's wild. That is wild to me. They'd actually just beat you. Just, that's it. And they'd all be pissed. They'd all be pissed out of their faces. Everything that I've found on the whole Krampusnacht thing is that they, like, all of the people would dress up as St. Nicholas and the Krampuses. And in some stories, Krampus isn't an individual. They're a species of devilish goaty creatures. And yeah, they do all kinds of peculiar things. Yeah, the activity involves alcohol, people dressed up as the creature parading through the streets, scaring spectators and sometimes chasing them. That actually, beginning in the late 20th century, amid the efforts to preserve cultural heritage, Krampus runs became increasingly popular in Austria and Germany. During this time, Krampus began to be celebrated internationally. In fact, they believe it's the European immigrants that moved over to America is the reason why they have American Krampus runs and stuff like that, you know? As a new spin on it, takes a village to raise a child, right? Right? That totally happened. Like, I experienced that as a child. You did? You actually experienced it as a child? People from Europe, did you actually, like, tell us more? Tell us more about your experience. If you're happy for us to know about them, if you're happy to share, please tell us more about your experience as a child being beaten by Krampus or a variation of Krampus. Nibirin, you mentioned one earlier. Oh my lord, it's okay. I'll show that. There was a menacing person standing behind St. Nicholas, never actually doing anything because you do not hit children in public. Still, all the kids were crying because they were afraid. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. the fucking terror. Like, I've said it before, like, I've done pantomime for years, which is a very British tradition of a fairy tale, and I've played the villain. And the whole thing of the villain is you have one speech. You have one speech. You have your opening speech to make as many children cry as possible. That is the whole fucking point of being a villain, all right? You make as many children cry as possible, because after that, the first speech is the only time that you are a villain. After that, you are the butt of every joke. Every single joke that happens, you are the person that gets messed up the most. You know, you are always the butt of the joke. But that first speech, make as many children cry as possible. It's fucking great, do you know what I mean? Okay, my brothers and I would hide in our rooms during Krampusnacht, but a guy dressed as Krampus would literally chase us through the house to beat us. No, really? What did? If you don't mind me asking, Nibrobin, what did your parents react to this? Is that just like the tradition? Is that just what happened? How's it going, Ben Wilmot? How you doing? Is that like just was culturally accepted at the time? And also, genuine question, is that something that happens in these days and age? There was a menacing person standing behind St. Nicholas, never actually doing anything because... deleted by... Yeah, thank you very much. That was Nibiru message. Yeah. I managed to unflag it so I could read it. That was good. It's like a hireable thing to do, or was at least. You could hire a Krampus to beat your children? My parents paid people to beat us. What? That is wild. You would never get away with that shit these days. Surely not. Surely not. You would pay the Krampus to come round and chase and hit your children.
Purchased some merch. Congratulations.
Thank you
You're
very
almost
much.
as vain as Valen.
Thank you very much for purchasing merchandise, painted lady, you beautiful bean. I very, very much appreciate that. They would never lay hands on us, so they got the evil to that guy to do it. What? That is mind-blowing to me. Parents in the 90s, he did that shit for free. Yeah. I frequently talk about my... I love that we extended the name confusion. Oh, yeah, definitely. Nibirin and Nibirin. Yeah. There is... Like, I tell a story of my grandmother on my dad's side. My grandmother became a mother... I was going to say very young, but what I mean by that is that her mother died when she was 12 and she became the matriarch of the family. So she was one of 9. She was one of 9 siblings. And because her mother died so young, she became like the matriarch of the family. She became the mother of the family because she was the oldest girl. So she would cook all the meals. She would do all the cleaning while her dad went out and worked down the docks or what have you, at the shipyards and stuff. And my dad tells the story of the fact they had this tiny little yard when she grew up and had children of her own. They had this tiny little yard. And the punishment, the go-to corporal punishment, because my dad was one of 7 himself, the go-to corporal punishment would be the wooden spoon. So they'd be kicked into the yard. Whoever the naughty child was would be kicked into the yard, and you would stand at one end of the yard, and my nanny would stand between... My nanny, who, might I add, is one of the most angelic people in the world. And it's so hard for me to say this because she was such a nice person. She would always do so much for other people. She was like constantly, like, this was IRA Island, all right? This was where people were blowing shit up and like the whole thing looked like fucking bombed areas. The shops were blown out, fucking car bombs everywhere, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? My nanny would walk with the soldiers alongside them, specifically because she was like, if people see me there, they are less likely to kill the soldiers. So she would walk beside British soldiers, and she was like, if they see me there, people are less likely to shoot at the British soldiers because they don't want to hurt an Irish woman. They don't want to hurt a Catholic Irish woman, which is fucking mind-blowing to me. But this same woman who would go out of her way to do so many other things for other people would beat her children with a wooden spoon. They would like sit at one end of the yard, and my nanny would be there with a wooden spoon between the door and where the child was, and my dad would have to run by her and get cracked with the wooden spoon. All right, I'm very well aware that corporal punishment was a big thing when my parents were younger. My parents never did corporal punishment with me. Corporal punishment, physical punishment with me. You know, one tough nanny. Oh yeah. She was a battle axe of a woman. Absolutely hilarious. Never stopped laughing. Made the greatest of cakes, but she was a battle axe. She was you wouldn't fuck with her. You wouldn't fuck with her. Very, very devout woman. But yeah, I understand it, you know.
Subscribed, most kind.
Niburin, thank you very much for giving that sub to Niburabin. Oh my god, that is such a tongue twister. Nib stick together. Nibrabin, your name is now inscribed upon the mirror of Vane, which means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all those sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh god, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? Another nibby, yes. All of the nibs. All of the nibs. So yeah, it was only after like Krampus started becoming internationally celebrated that people started seeing the appeal of a Krampus, of an evil Santa Claus, and that's where like it took to mainstream media and words. Come on, Val. Cinema, you know. So this from thehistory.com. It also says that it's actually celebrated every year in early December. Children in Austria get ready for St. Nicholas to visit if they've been good. But if they've been bad, they get a lump of coal, or worse, they'll have to face Krampus. And Nibrabin obviously had to face Krampus, you know? You can see Val as a troublemaker. I was a little shit, Alpaca Lunjuru. My dad hit me once. Once in my entire childhood. And it wasn't like a proper smack. It was a tap to get me to snap out of the chaos that I was causing, because I was being a little fucking shit. Like, I look back on that time and I have very, very clear memories, and I was just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to the point where my mother was in tears and I just didn't give a fuck because I was having a good time. You know, I was a little fucking shit. And my dad came in and my mum was just fucking distraught, and my dad just went, crack, none of that. And I went, the fuck? And woke up and then realized that my mother was in fucking tears. And like, I'm not going to say that you should hit children by any stretch of the imagination. I am going to say that in that certain situation at that time, that was the quickest and easiest way to get through to me, to snap me out of the fucking chaos drive that I was on, you know? There are better ways to do it, and as parenting has developed and the psychology of children has been understood and what have you, there are much better ways to do it now, and you don't have to do that. A shout or like actually getting on the same wavelength, letting them ride out the wave. There's a lot of different varieties. I'm not going to turn around and say what's the right thing to do because I'm not a parent myself, but I am going to say that in the time, it was far more acceptable to hit your children, and that was the only time my dad ever did it. Despite the fact that he grew up being disciplined with a wooden spoon. Do you know what I mean? Despite that fact. My mother's the same with me. Only once gave me a smack on the leg to stop me having a tantrum yet. And it did. It snapped me out. It snapped me out of it 100%. And I was being a proper little fucking shit. I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. My aunt was Tess Maloney, well known in the South as a matriarch with Sinn Féin and the IRA. I had little to do with her due to her strong beliefs. My dad didn't want his kids involved. However, even though I was openly queer, she made it quite clear to me that I'd always be welcome back home. I disagree with the way that she lived her life, but she was always accepting of me as her family. The real W, I get that. Like, I've definitely had like my grandparents turn around to me and just like, hey, we might not understand you, but we will always support you, which I always appreciate. Actually, I didn't initially when they first said that. I was like, why would you support something you don't understand? Why would you support something you don't agree with? Now, as an adult, I appreciate the fact that they tried. That was their way of trying it. Do you know what I mean? I was disciplined by smacking as a child until I lost the feeling in my ass and disturbed everyone by laughing. Oh, that would do it, for sure. People are all great, like good folks can have shitty ideas and vice versa. Oh, definitely. How's it going, Forza? How you doing? I got this once a week, at least slippers spanked until my younger brother was taller than my dad. And then it all fucking changed. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, that would do it. Spanked with a spanking stick once. The cane. Throughout the year, I was never even really bad, to my knowledge at least. But it was just a tradition to get the shit beat out of you at Krampus on the 5th. Really? So it wasn't even you being naughty. You weren't a naughty child. They just decided, fuck it, let's just have this guy beat our kids. What? That is mind-blowing, Niburin. My parents barely spanked me as a kid. However, that was very short time when I was spanked. I knew why I got spanked, and I didn't do that shit again. I'll be honest. My parents started grounding me. The grounding punishments were worse than the spankings. My parents never really grounded me because it just didn't work. I just snuck out. I just went, yeah, fuck it. What are you gonna do? Do you know what I mean? So my parents found other ways to thingy. They would break my games or steal the power cables to my PlayStation or whatever, you know. My brother only ever grabbed his kid by the wrist to stop her from self-harming. Yeah, she was actively, yeah. That's fair. And I can understand that, 100%. You know, my birthday is December the 5th, so I joke that Krampus spared me every year just because it was my birthday, because I was a little shit. Lucian, that's amazing. That is amazing. We hired these guys 3 years in a row. Might as well hire them again this year. May as well. They've come to rely on our our income. We may as well get them to come beat our children again. That is fucking wild to me. That is genuinely fucking wild to me. Fuck me. That's that's yeah, mind melting. Absolutely fucking mind melting. That is. My mom grounded me during the series finale of my favorite show. I was devastated, and I get to see the episode. Yeah. My parents did the classic thing of my parents were very good at thinking outside the box with a lot of stuff. So they would, like, for example, I remember being ill and having a bit of a sniffle and not wanting to go to school. I could have easily gone to school. These days, that sniffle wouldn't stop me from doing a single fucking thing. But I was a kid, and I was like, oh, Mom, Dad, I'm really ill. Oh, no, I can't go to school. Because all I wanted to do was sit and play fucking Final Fantasy or Sonic or whatever the fuck I was playing at the time. And my parents were like, okay, yeah, you don't have to go to school. That's not a problem. That's fine. That's not a problem. By the way, Valen, you're staying in bed? And I'm like, what? Like, you're not allowed to read? Not allowed to play on your games? No. No. You're ill. Which means you need rest. Which means you're not allowed to do anything else but rest. So the whole day, I was bored shitless. Wasn't allowed to do a single fucking thing apart from eat soup and be in bed. I was so bored. Funnily enough, did my absolute best to never stay home sick again. Unless I was genuinely ill. Because I did not want to be bored. I didn't want to be that level of sheer, unrefinably bored. That was the way they got around it. And it worked. It worked. It was like, cool, you're ill? Never again. That's fine. Not doing that. You're just going to stay here in bed doing nothing. You can go to the toilet and you can come down at meal times. Can't have any sweets. Can't have your games. Can't have the TV. Can't have a book to read. No, you got to sleep. That is it. That is the only thing that I was like, fuck me. The worst, right? The worst. Friends, I'm going to take a moment because I really need to pee. So I'm going to take a moment to go visit the urination station. I'll run 3 minutes of adverts to get them out of the way so they're all done and dusted. But friends, please get up, have a stretch your eyes, look at someone in the distance, then look back again. Grab some kind of beverage, hot, cold, or if the time is permitting, flamboyant as fuck. I'm going to go get myself another cup of tea, I think. If you don't forget to take your meds. Don't forget to take your meds, you cheeky devil. If you haven't taken them already, please take them now if you are able to do so. And if you're wearing a binder, have a couple of deep breaths. How's it going, Lola? How you doing? You come in just as we're taking a break. Just as we're taking a cheeky little break. But I'll be back in like 3 minutes time. All right. If you're wearing a binder, have a couple of deep breaths, stretch those lungs out, stretch those rib cages out, and never wear your binder longer than 6 hours. That is what is medically recommended, unless otherwise recommended by medical professionals that know more about this shit than I do. All right. I'll play some music and we'll get stuff going. All right. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a minute and we'll continue exploring the deep myths of Krampus. Back in, make our way back in, and what have yous. Thank you very much for it. I really appreciate it, friends. I really appreciate it. Okay. Wait. Let me catch up with chat. Lolo, how you doing? How's it going? Welcome back. How's it going? Same about people who were spanked as a kid liked it in adult life. I mean, there are definitely lots of adults who very much enjoy being spanked. Just gonna say. Oh my lordy. Trigger warning illness. Thank you very much, Shade Secrets. I wanted to check that, but I'm happily read that one out. My sister tried to pull sickies from school so often, but wasn't actually ill, that when I once told my parents that I felt ill, they were like, don't be silly, you'll be fine. Went to school, managed to spew down an entire flight of stairs. They had to come and pick me up. Believe me, after that, I can imagine. Wow, that is it. What did you miss on Krampus? Well, we found out that is, first of all, that the Krampus tradition's origins are a bit mixed up. They tend to, that there are rumors that it started before Christianity, that it was an old pagan tradition to do with the winter solstice, but we're not entirely sure about the origins of that. Like like I said, the rumors are there, but not necessarily any substantial evidence that we have found so far. However, we do know that Krampus went alongside St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas would go around basically giving the good children presents on Krampusnacht, which is the 5th of... The idea was Krampusnacht was the 5th of December and St. Nicholas Day was the 6th of December. On Krampusnacht, both St. Nicholas and Krampus would go around. They would beat the naughty children. Krampus would beat the naughty children. And if they were really naughty, they would be kidnapped and taken away to be eaten by Krampus. And the good children would get presents. So on the 6th, on the morning of St. Nicholas Day, on the 6th, the children would either be opening their presents or nursing their wounds. It was originally, some believe that it originated in Germany. But again, there's been sort of like mixed information on that as to whether it did or didn't. We know that it was definitely celebrated in Austria. And there were similar rumors around it in Germany, or using a different person. Nibirin, who was the different person? Remind me again, please. But we do know that whether it originated before the St. Nicholas or not, we know that the Catholic Church has adapted the Krampus scenario to fall in line with St. Nicholas. Where's the other way around? Got spanked so much I'm entirely numb to corporal punishment. Not scared nor enticed, depending on the situation. Yeah, whatever. Or you fucking what, mate? Oh, wow. In my parents, all the school believed I would be off ill as it never had time off. School threatened to get welfare officer out when the head of year phoned. I threw up while talking to them. Then my parents came in and saw me mopping it up. I was like, oh, you really are ill? Oh, God. Wow. On a scale of 0 to you cheeky little fucker, how is it to come in here and apologize just to be told not to apologize? I mean, it's very much you cheeky little fucker. Because you know the rules. You know the rules, Tiny Meows. You know what I mean? You know the rules. There's no apologizing. You know? You're allowed to apologize, but only if you're prepared to go out of your way to never do that thing again. That is the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The whole pagan thing, it does sound very pagan. A fawn-like creature, part goat, part thing, very similar to Pan, but evil. You know, I can see where they would get the pagan elements from it. Later incarnations of Krampus are covered in chains and sheepskins, and they believe that the chains and cowbells, and they believe that the chains were a Christian adaptation of like binding the beast, chaining down the devil, and all that shit. Funny how people. Necht Ruprecht, that's the one. Next being a servant on big farms. Oh, that's interesting. There's another. Oh, fuck, what was the word? So Krampus believes, the rumors is that the word Krampus comes from Krampen, which is German for claw, but there was another language, and I can't remember what it was. But it was like sort of that European area. And it meant withered and lifeless. But it was like Krampus, Krumpan, or something like that. Something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure, but it was a really interesting dynamic, you know, to know that. By the way, I'm drinking Red Bush tea today. I'm not drinking the Yorkshire tea. I'm drinking a Red Bush tea to get my antioxidants in, you know. But yeah, so we've moved on to history.com to learn a bit more. Who is Krampus, you ask? As we were just discussing, is the half man, half goat who comes around every year to chase naughty children and even drag them to hell. European versions of St. Nicholas have long had a scary counterpart, like Belsnickel. That was it, Belsnickel and Necht Ruprecht, who doled out punishment next to St. Nicholas. Krampus is one such character who comes from the folklore in Austria's Alpine region, where he has been frightening children and amusing adults for hundreds of years. One of the beliefs of the origins of Krampus was the Alpine spirits, who were, as I understand it, it was a pagan belief that the spirits, they were like basically the tricksome fae of the Alpine region, much like you have like the actual fairy folk of the Celts and the Irish people and Scottish people. The Alpine spirits would do similar sort of things. They would play tricks on the local populace and stuff like that. And like the earliest, in the 1500s, some of the earliest literature that includes the idea of punishing children around this time of year comes from the Alpine spirits and that kind of thing. And that's where they believe that is the potentially the earliest actual incarnation of what has now become Krampus. Krampus and St. Nick's other bad boys have their origin in pagan celebrations of the winter solstice. Later, they became part of the Christian tradition in which St. Nicholas visited children to reward them on December the 5th or 6th. Around that time, his menacing partner would also visit the kids to punish them. That's where it all, in Alpine Austria and some parts of Germany, this day is known as Krampusnacht. So this is saying that it actually originated in Austria as opposed to Germany, whereas the other site was saying it originated in Germany, and which is hilarious as well, because I watched a video earlier on today to try and get a bit of a grip about what was going on with the whole Krampus thing. How's it going, Milky Pock? How you doing? And was watching this, and it was saying that actually neither is true, and it's a far more modern interpretation of stuff. You know what I mean? Redwood tea, Red Bush tea. It's Rooibos, Roisbois, which is the official thingy, but most people know it as Red Bush. How's it going, Brit Rock? How you doing? Love getting my mouth in some Red Bush. What can I say? Jesus. That's where you get Krampuslauf, which is a Krampus run, which is where people would do all of the dressing up as Krampus and get very, very drunk and march, do like a miniature parade, getting pissed out their faces and chasing off members of the crowd and what have you. Wait for grown men to blow off steam while probably still scaring kids. Austrian men would get drunk and run through the streets dressed as fearsome creatures. The Krampuslauf tradition continues to this very day. And it was actually, the reason why Krampus got taken internationally was actually through postcards. I remember reading this and I completely forgot about it. So it originated, from what we're seeing, it originated in Austria and like the Austrian Germany area. And the reason why it got taken elsewhere, it was like Christmas cards, the equivalent of Christmas cards. So the card companies, when there was a big thing in, I think it might have been like parts of Europe and what have you, where card companies were basically owned by the state. They were owned by the government. And when the laws got taken off away from that, all of these different companies started making not only Christmas cards, but Krampus cards. Let's see if I can find a couple of examples. That are extremely unnerving, so please be aware of oh wow. Remember, just I want to make sure that people are aware that this is definitely not in a sexual predatory way. This was old school myth of children being beaten, not preyed upon in a sexual manner. All right, I want to just clear that up before we before I show you some of these, because they are definitely not innocent in any way, shape, or form. I want some of the traditional ones. Where are you? There was one specific one that I was looking for, but this will do. Cool. I'll show you these. So, effectively, what happened was the card companies would get would get Krampus cards sent out, and people would send them to their relatives in the States and stuff. So you would, how's it going, Branda? How you doing? You would get like German immigrants and Austrian immigrants who had moved over to America, who would get like sent these cards. Like, you got one hoof, one leg there. They'd get sent these cards as a way of being like, hey, happy Krampusnacht. Make sure your children are behaving, otherwise Krampus will get them. Like, this was like a recurring thing. Gruß von Krampus, you know? It's giving me Sweeney Todd energy. Very much so. Very, very much so. Because the whole thing was Krampus would, the naughtiest of children would be kidnapped by Krampus and either dragged to hell or eaten by Krampus himself. Depending on where you whereabouts you originated from, what the theory, what the story was, you know. But as these went across over to like America and stuff like that, that's when it started becoming far more mainstream, because naturally capitalism, especially in America, people would absolutely ramp on that shit. Oh my god, this is very interesting. Cool, we can sell this stuff to the local immigrant population of all these like all this stuff. Let's get involved, let's get this all sorted. Then the Krampus run started in America, and naturally media would get involved with that as well. However, in amongst these cards, there were definitely more adult cards as well. There was definitely adult like you would get the classic card, the Krampus cards of him stealing children or beating children or what have you. But then you would also get him proposing to women or being women. There was like female versions of very scantily clad devilly style Krampuses, and they were also given out for those more lustrous varieties. But yeah, it says here, in another, a smiling woman dangles a defeated-looking Krampus in the air, holding his bunch of birch sticks behind her back. naturally being used as gender politics by the looks of things, you know? But yeah, he was the original bad Santa, from what we can see. I'm still trying to find out, like, if there is oldest known reference to Krampus. I want to see if there's actual information. Okay, ancientorigins.net. In ancient times, a dark, hairy, horned beast was said to show up at the door and beat children and carry them off in his sharp claws. The Krampus would be heard in the night by the sound of his echoing cloven hooves and his rattling iron chains. The strangest part was, he was in league with Santa Claus. So yeah, there's the 1900s. They were all like 1900s greeting cards. But it just says it's a centuries-old legend. It doesn't actually say where it came from. I thought there would be a bit more. Oh, okay. Legendary origins. Historians remain unsure as to the exact origins of the Krampus figure in folklore, but it is believed that, like Santa, Krampus predates Christianity, stemming from Norse and Alpine traditions and Germanic paganism. Like many legendary characters, including St. Nicholas himself, Krampus's image has evolved over time and throughout regions, but Krampus represented a balance of the light and the dark, providing a harmony between good and evil. On Krampus night, or Krampusnacht, the eve of December the 5th, German children took care not to attract the attention of the intimidating beast in hopes that St. Nicholas would bring presents on Nikolaustag, which is December the 6th. According to National Geographic, Krampus is believed to be the son of Hel in Norse mythology, Hel, daughter of Loki, and is overseer of the land of the dead. His name is derived from the German word Krampen, meaning claw. He shares traits with other figures in Greek mythology, such as satyrs and fauns, and has been portrayed in a salacious manner in the 19th century greetings cards, lusting after buxom women. You know? Oh, okay, cool. Thank you very much, Nibirin, for sending that over. We'll have a look at that in a minute, for sure. For sure. Feared and loved, the myth of Krampus can be found in the Alpine regions, Austria, Germany, Hungary, Slovenia, and the Czech Republic. The legend has gained long legs reaching across Europe and around the world. Families traditionally exchanged colourful greetings cards called Krampuskarten since the 1800s, featuring sometimes silly, sometimes sinister Krampuses. In the early 20th century, it was prohibited by Austrian fascist government, but the tradition was revived with the fall of the government after World War II. That's what I was referring to earlier. How's it going, Rock and Fry? How you doing? Traditional annual parades are still held in which young men dress up as Krampus and race through the streets, snarling and shaking chains at onlookers. Many cities and towns, in keeping with old tradition, run popular Krampuslauf, a sizable gathering of revelers, largely fortified by alcohol schnapps, dressed in Krampus costumes to chase through the streets. More than 1,200 Austrians gathered in Schladming, is that how you pronounce it? Each year, dressed up as Krampus, swatting passers-by with sticks and loudly ringing cowbells. Birch sticks are painted gold and displayed to remind of his arrival. Oh, my lordy. I also saw a thing. Come on, Val. What were you actually thinking? That was a good pronunciation. Thank you very much. I do my best. I do my best. Interesting thing. He's actually a good being. He's the balance. He is the yin to the yang. You know. What was I just about to say? Not about the cards. Cannot remember. It's gone from my brain. Evidently wasn't important. Evidently wasn't important. Tell you what, friends, let's have a look at a Krampus lauf, a Krampus run, as they call it, shall we? Let's have a look. I've not seen this. Nibirian's just sent me this, so I would imagine it's TOS safe. Let's go. So Krampus lauf in Graz 2010. Oh yeah, that was about the masks. Remind me about the masks, friends. Oh lordy. Look at them all. It's like a glorious level of Halloween. The Great Krampuses. And just terrified children. I do like the fact that they're all covered in cowbells. Oh, there's Zendek. We're all good. These... No, not that one. But there is some of the, like, the wooden masks. There is actually a tradition with that as well, which I thought was fascinating. Yeah, they just get pissed and have a good time. Chad was freaking out. Chad was freaking out. How's it going, Country Babe? How you doing? They just get up in everyone's faces. Who cares about health and safety with all of that fur costuming around? Oh, wow. These are proper gross. I'm trying to find one of the wooden masks again. No, these all seem like they're like silicon-made masks, but there is actually one of the original traditions was that they would wear wooden masks. There would be sculpted wooden masks displaying horns of multiple beasts, as they were the way. So you'd have like goats' horns and deer horns and what have you. So you'd have multiple beasts' horns on these wooden masks, and there is an entire like art form to these masks where these people would buy their Krampus mask, and it would like basically inhabit the Krampus of the season. That would be the Krampus that they wear and hand down and what have you. And it's just like they was so fucking cool. Really, really interesting. There would be Perchton, I think, more artful and beast like. Yeah. I was hoping that I thought I saw one earlier on in this. I'll see if I can find it again. Because I saw it and was like, I'm pretty sure that's one of them. But it was just so fucking cool. But they were... I think it's this one, actually. Yeah, I think it is this one. I'll show you this one. What's the plural of a group of Krampus? Krampuses, Krampusi. Well, this is the interesting thing because, like I said, so some traditions don't believe that Krampus is a person, but Krampus is a species of creature, like fawns, like satyrs. So this, I can't guarantee it, but I think this is one of the sculpted wooden masks. And you can see, I don't know whether we can biz back a little bit. You can see there, it's got like 3 different sets of horns from different creatures, from different horned beasts. Krampis. Multiple Krampuses are called a period. Really, tiny meows? Really? Really? Good lord. It's interesting that the person who is leading them, Grim Reaper people, well, the person that's leading the parade, as I understand it, the person that always leads the parade is St. Nicholas. Always St. Nicholas. Now, I can understand that there would be Grim Reaper people within the parade itself because of what we found out in regards to a view of Krampus being the child of the Norse god Hel, as in Hel, child of Loki, grandchild of Loki, as it were. Can't be sure, but I think that's Perchta. There's a church in Nottingham that's actually called St. Nick's. That does surprise me. St. Nicholas is everywhere. There's lots of St. Nicholas churches around, you know.
Flee!
Oh, my lordy, ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and in between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Who do they think they are? Who do they think they are? How's it going, Ditsy Kitty? How you doing, you beautiful being? Welcome on in, welcome on in. You're just coming in as we're discovering the final ebbs of Krampus, which turns out to be quite the mystery. Turns out to be quite the mystery. How are you doing? How was your stream? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it. Tell me all the bits and pieces. Let me give you a cheeky little shout out there. People, go check out Ditsy Kitty. Oh, you playing some Dead Island 2? We can't be talking about zombies here, but we are talking about Krampus. We're doing a bit of a deep dive on Krampus. And nominative de Krampus, de Krampi. So Krampy or Krampi would be the plural of Krampus. Is that based on the Latin, though? Because Krampus theoretically wouldn't be of Latin dialect. That would surely be of German dialect, German or Austrian dialect. So what would it be? What would be the plural of Krampus in those, you know? Good, thank you. It was a very quiet one, but it was good. We made some progress on Dead Island. Is it the first time you've played it, Ditsy Kitty? Is it the first time you've played it? Friends, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard. And don't be corrupting the ears of the young. Though today we are not talking about sex. We have been talking about sex. But today we're not talking about sex. Today we are talking about Krampus. We're doing, excuse me, our Mythical Mondays, which is a deep dive on Krampus. I'm trying to do 1 a month, but I'm not holding myself to it. Do you know what I mean? Krampus is, for us, it would be Krampen. Isn't Krampen claw? Is that not the word for claw? Because I thought that Krampus came from Krampen. Oh, you actually looked into the German one, yeah, Rock and Fry? First time playing Dead Island 2, I have completed the others and loved all the games. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really, really glad to hear that. Thank you so much for bringing your people over. If you need to disappear off and grab a snaffly treat, grab some kind of delightful beverage, please go and do so. Please go look after yourself and do what you need to do. Do what you need to do, you beautiful bean. I appreciate you bringing your people over here. I really do. I really do. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, doing all right. Thank you very much. Doing all right. Please tell me to shut the fuck up if I'm trying to mansplain Perchton. No, you're not trying to mansplain Perchton by any stretch of imagination, Nibberbin. I don't know what it is. So if you've got more information on it, in fact, you know what? Let me do a lookup. Perchton. I would say Perchta or Berchta, also known as Perched, and other variations was once known. Information. Tell me more. Okay, so Perchtenlauften is a folk custom in the Tyrol region of Central Europe, occurring on set occasions. The ceremony involves 2 groups of locals fighting against one another using wooden canes and sticks. Both groups are masked as one as beautiful and the other as ugly. What? Love your vibes. Thank you very much, Country Babe. Appreciate that. So this is like another tradition where they'd literally be the beautiful versus the ugly. Choking on my own tea. You're one of my favorite streamers, Val. I love your content and vibes. Aw, Ditsy Kitty. Oh, I very much appreciate it. I very much appreciate it, you beautiful bean. Oh, my lordy. So, the established a pagan tradition in the Alpine region that became intertwined with Catholicism. People would wear masquerades as a devilish figure known as Perched. I still got something caught in my throat. Excuse me. Okay. A two-legged humanoid goat with a giraffe-like neck wearing animal furs. People wore costumes and marched to processions known as the Perchtenlaufen. So very, very similar to Krampus. Perchtenlaufen were looked at with suspicion by the Catholic Church and banned by some civil authorities. Due to the sparse population and rugged environments within the Alpine region, the ban was not effective or easily enforced, rendering the ban useless. In the state of Styria, southeastern Austria, all the Perchten were played by women right to the 19th century as part of this. They blackened their faces, wore their hair long, and sometimes exposed their breasts. In the mid-20th century, one old woman was recorded as saying that when she was young, she remembered seeing a female Perchten from Styrian municipality of Donnerbach, who carried a swaddled baby. She related that many of the women dressed as Perchten would let one breast hang out, but that they were so well disguised that no one needed to be ashamed. In January 1977, the German anthropologist Peter Duer attended a Perchtenlaufen in Styria, noting that by that time there were no more female Perchten, with youths having taken up all the roles. Okay. But that also, so Perchtenlaufen actually comes up from Perchte or Birchte. Okay. It's also commonly known as Perch or other variations, once known as a goddess in the Alpine paganism in Upper German and also Austrian and Slovenian regions of the Alps. Her name may mean the bright one, and is probably related to the name Berchentag, meaning the feast of the Epiphany. Eugene Mock provides an alternative etymology, name perched in the Old High German verb meaning hidden or covered. Perchte is often identified as stemming from the same Germanic goddess as Holder and other female figures in Germanic folklore. According to Jacob Grimm and Lotte Maltz, Perchte is Holder's southern cousin or equivalent. They both share the role of guardian of the beasts and appear during the 12 days of Christmas, where they oversee spinning. Grimm says that Perchte or Berchte was known precisely those in Upper German regions where Holder leaves off. In Swabia, Alsace and Switzerland, Bavaria and Austria. Interesting. So so this is like a completely different etymology of where all of this shit could come from. Because let me put into comparison, all right? Can I take this down a wee bit? This one? No. Yeah, if I show you these two, look. This, nearest me, is a Perchten mask from Salzburg, Austria. And the one over the side, the YouTube video, is taken, like literally the video we've just watched of the Krampus. You can see marked similarities, you know? So whereas we've got the idea of the Norse, the Krampus being the child of hell, as in Hel, the goddess, not the religious place of fiery backsides. They do mix them a lot together for Krampus. That doesn't surprise me, Nibirbin. That doesn't surprise me. Like it seems like there is a common ancestry there, especially with the fact that they come from the same sort of area. The fact that you've got Perchta, who is like, you've got the Perchtan masks, which are very, very similar to Krampus masks from what we can see. The fact that you've got the idea of them being like, there's definitely rumors of the fact that Krampus comes from old Alpine traditions, Alpine paganisms, and then you've got this old god of the Alpines, Perchta, who was known as the mother of the beasts in old High Germanic folklore. Can I open the image in a new tab? And this is apparently, this is Perchta and someone else. So this was the mother of the beasts and her husband, I am assuming. And because of the fact that the Christian church basically couldn't quell it, from what I'm understanding here, and this is very much, please be aware that this next little bit is very much me surmising things because of my understanding of things, all right? This isn't like, there are no historians that explored this or anything like that, but it makes sense. It does make sense that Perchta, like, they had these big battles, the Perchtan battles, where you would have ugly people versus beautiful people. Old traditions, you would have the Perchtan Lauf, the Perchtan runs, which would be very, very similar to the Krampus runs, looking like it happened on pagan holidays and stuff. The Christian church tried to stop all of that.
You subscribed. Most kind.
Onyx Void, thank you very much. I'll get to it momentarily, you beautiful bean. I'll get to it momentarily. You would get the Perchtan runs that would be very similar to the Krampus runs that would happen on pagan holidays. So the church decided to try and squash it all. They were like, no, we can't have this celebration of paganism. We can't have this celebration of what they would see as demonic. They would see, the old Christians would see this as demonic in nature. You know, very similar, part man, part goat, very similar to the way that medieval Christians especially believed the devil to be. Very similar to the way that Pan was portrayed, and therefore one of the potential origins for thingy, that they would try and stamp it all out, but not being able to because of the sparseness of the civilization across the Alpine regions. They couldn't stamp out all of the traditions because they just didn't have the fucking power or the manpower to do so. You know? Can't stop the Krampus train. That's what it seems to be. And then as time's gone on, it has rolled out and been mixed in with other things like the Norse tradition or the Norse child of hell, which could have been part of that. Then, of course, the classic thing that the Catholic Church always fucking did is when you can't beat something, amalgamate it into your traditions. We can't beat this, so let's make it part of us. Christmas trees are a classic example of that. Christmas trees literally have... Why would you put up a pine tree? There were no pine trees in Jerusalem. So why? Oh, because pagans did it around the solstice. So the Christians that were moving across Europe were like, oh yeah, we do that too. What a surprise. We do that too. Well, why don't we just amalgamate your stuff into... Why don't we all just celebrate together as all friends? And while we're at it, we people who have got all the money and are celebrating, we're going to talk to you about Jesus. Yeah? Sounds good? Sounds good. Sounds good. So what I'm seeing is what eventually just happened was they couldn't stop the Persian thingies, so we should put up olive trees. Yeah, I mean, really, yeah. Realistically speaking, they couldn't stop it from happening, so they amalgamated it in, and they were like, right, we need a reason for this devil creature to be going around. Oh, I know. What about St. Nicholas? St. Nicholas gives out presents to children. We could have this one, like the yin to the yang. We could have this Krampus creature, this Persian creature, going round with to punish the evil children, so that St. Nicholas can reward the good children and Krampus can punish the evil ones. That makes all of the sense in the world. Let's do that. Let's amalgamate it. Wow, that is wild. That is wild. I'm really glad that you brought up the Persian things, because I knew the masks were a big thing, but I didn't realize quite how deep that got. Because it was literally, the Persian masks are so fucking close to the Krampus masks. They're so close. They're made in the same way. They have very, very similar features. Multiple horns from multiple creatures. Made from carved wood to be part goat, part man. Wrapped in clothing. Really interesting as well that that it was women who originally represented the Perchtin, probably in honor of Perchta, the goddess Perchta. And they would go around getting their delightful breasts out, celebrating the goddess of beasts. You know, how's it going, Valkyrie? Feel really sorry for children back in those days. I think the children had much bigger things to worry about. They had much bigger things to worry about than a Krampus or a Perchta. And to be fair, by the looks of things, the Perchta didn't even like go around beating children. That's like a later. Oh, okay, hold on. Traditional narratives of Perchta, the goddess. Initially, Perchta was the upholder of cultural taboos, such as the prohibition against spinning on holidays. As in spinning yarn? As in spinning yarn. Okay, so on the prohibition of basically working on religious holidays. Okay. In the folklore of Bavaria and Austria, Perchta was said to roam the countryside at midwinter and enter the homes during the 12 days between Christmas and the Epiphany, especially on the 12th night. She would know whether the children and young servants of the household had behaved well and worked hard all year. If they had, they would find a small silver coin the next day in a shoe or a pail. If they had not, she would slit their bellies open, remove their stomach and guts, and stuff the hole with straw and pebbles. She was particularly concerned to see that girls had spun their whole of their allotted portion of flax or wool during the year. She would also slit people's bellies open and stuff them with straw if they ate something on the night of her feast, other than the traditional meal of fish and gruel. Now, this is really interesting. This is actually genuinely really interesting, because there is a tradition. There is a tradition of Krampus cutting open children, removing their organs, and replacing it with rocks. Oh, I say a tradition. There is the within the mythos, there is tales of Krampus doing very similar things to Perchta. So that's really interesting. We've got another comparison, another parallel going on there. Related beings. The word Perchtin is plural for Perchta. This has become the name of her entourage, as well as the name of the animal masks worn in the parades and the festivals in the mountainous regions of Austria. In the 16th century, Perchtin took two forms. Some are beautiful and bright, known as the Schönperchten. These come during the 12 nights and the festival to bring luck and wealth to people. The other form is the Scheich Perchtin, the ugly Perchtin, who have fangs, tusks, and horse tails, which are used to drive out demons and ghosts. Men dressed as the ugly person during the 16th century and went from house to house driving out bad spirits. So the original belief was that Perchta and her entourage were actually good. They were keeping the good rewarded and keeping the ill-behaved punished. But they would also chase out bad spirits from households. By being so unbelievably scary, they would chase out the bad spirits from households and leave only the good spirits. This is wild. Absolutely wild. And the fact that this hasn't been... Like, there's nothing here. I'm on the Wikipedia page, and there is nothing here that has any kind of reference to Krampus, which is fucking wild to me because there are so many similarities. There are so many similarities. Originated in the same sort of region, similar appearances, similar traditions, or not traditions, but similar folklore. The hole gets deeper. Yeah, it really does. Similar folklore, similar ideas around what Krampus would do versus what Perchta would do. This is wild. Perchta would punish the children and the young servants, whereas Krampus would punish the children. The weird thing is, I know in Catholicism, Lent is when you can only eat fish. Does that relate to? So within Catholicism, because I know this shit because I was raised Catholic, there was the Lent tradition of only being able to eat certain things. And depending on where you are in the world, depends on what that changes as. Because the idea was that you would, in the build-up to the giant celebration of Christmas, you would give up certain pleasures in order to be ready for the big feast of Christmas itself. The thing about fish is particularly interesting because actually, from what I understand, from what I remember, it actually goes back to like old Judaism, which is that you could only, on the day before the Sabbath, and the Sabbath day is Saturday, not Sunday, the day before the Sabbath, you could only eat fish. Because on the holy day, you would then have a good meal. So it was kind of like a lead up to holy days, effectively. Which was hilarious because one of the popes... Let me find out which one. Oh, no one's owning up to it. Well, it wasn't a pope. It was a bishop. Roman Catholic bishop Francois de Laval from Canada in 1659 declared, like this, bearing in mind that there was the argument that you could only eat fish on a Friday. Like that's in the UK we have a thing where it's like fish and chips on a Friday because that whole thing. Yeah, Friday was always fish day in my family. Did not uphold the tradition, but my granny ate fish every Friday. Good for your health, I suppose. I mean, it is good for your health. Like fish, even as a vegetarian, I can tell you that fish have got so many like good nutrients and oils and stuff in them that's very, very good for your body and what have you. No reason to be written. Thank you very much for popping by. I really appreciate it. Well, come on in. Need to get you the booty team. No worries. You do your thing. Do your thing. So the whole thing was you can only eat fish on a Friday. That was the thing. You can only eat fish on a Friday. It was fish day, you know. But in 1659, Bishop Francois de Laval declared that beaver was a type of fish. Yeah, historians generally agree that the 40-day period before Easter, known as Lent, emerged shortly following the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. And that was the 40 days that Christ spent fasting. So, yeah, you can only eat certain things on that. But he declared that beaver was a fish because it kind of tastes like fish and they spend most of their life in water. So, yeah, I just found that fucking mind-blowing. But, yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing that actually happened. So yeah, so if anyone ever asks you if beaver is a fish, ask them if they're Catholic. Ask them if they're Catholic. Ditsy Kitty, come here, you cheeky devil. Come here, you. What do you like claiming cheeky kisses, you cheeky devil? The more you know. How's it going, Frank Freeman? How you doing? How's it going, Safi Pie? Hello, you beautiful bean. The Francois. Pedantic pronunciation of that. I'd rather pronounce it right. Francois. That's fine. Thank you very much, Quaint Cat. Barnacle geese are also called that because they were thought to grow from actual barnacles.
Subscribed. Most
wow.
Kind.
Coming in with a Twitch baby.
What are we going to call it, Frank Freeman? What are we going to call our Twitch baby? What are we going to call our Twitch baby? I've also got to write Onyx Void on here as well. Onyx Void and the Frank Freeman. I should now inscribe your names upon the mirror vein. By having your names on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Valen Free Vein. Valen Free Vein. All right. All right, where's my book? Where's my book? Valen Free Vein. Valen Free Vein has now been inscribed within the cutest in the galaxy. For, of course, all of the Vein babies are the cutest in the galaxy. It's the only way to do it. You know? How's it going, Sales? How you doing? So, yeah, so that's a really interesting deep dive on Krampus. From what we can see, Krampus started as an Alpine tradition with Perchta. The Alpine spirits, or the old goddess Perchta, who was the goddess of beasts from the Alpine pagan world, had her Perchtin, her minions, or offspring potentially, go round celebrating beauty and scaring away bad spirits with ugliness. They would have big celebrations. A lot of the things that Perchta did were then replicated over to the Krampus myth. Krampus seems to have been originated potentially in Norse traditions as the one of the children of Hel, Hel, grandchild to Loki. And as rumor went on, they evidently adopted a hell of a lot of different traditions from the different areas of the Alpines, Austria, Germany, that kind of scenario. And then the Catholic Church tried to stop it all. And when they couldn't stop it all, they adapted everything into their own beliefs and had Krampus follow St. Nicholas around to punish the naughty children while the good children were rewarded by St. Nicholas in the way that the Catholic Church has always done. But that is wild. That is really, really interesting. And what I find most interesting about it is the fact that we are the ones that have come to that conclusion. We are the ones that have come to that conclusion, having investigated further into it. There is no references to Krampus in Perchta, but they both originate from the same area. The masks look very, very similar. The whole visage of them look very, very similar. A lot of the folklore that goes with them, especially the punishment folklore, seems to revolve around similar scenarios, similar punishments, similar the fact they're always after young people and punishing the naughty young. Yeah, just pretty fascinating. Pretty fascinating deep dive here, friends. A genuinely pretty fascinating deep dive. I'm quite amazed at it all, if I'm completely honest. You know? Oh, but that was wild. That was wild. So yeah. That is thing. Safi! Fortunately, our donation goal is completely full, so nobody has to donate. It's great. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that glorious? Isn't that spectacular? The donation goal was for a PO box because it is Veinmas on Friday, and I'm definitely not going to be able to get the PO box. I would be surprised if people can get stuff to me by that time, but I will be sorting that out straight after stream this evening, so we'll get all that sorted. And yeah, I'm sure that if I get like a load of presents to the or gifts to the PO box, then I will do like an extra stream sometime before the festive season to do like a grand opening of everything. So say a massive thank you to all of you for your far too generous times, you beautiful beans. Then pick a new one? No, I will not. I ain't gonna pick a new one. People have only just filled this one. I ain't greedy like that, Safi. You cheeky devil, you. Thank you very much, you beautiful bean. I really appreciate that. But I will refund your points there because I feel like there's no point in me claiming those points when you have when we've already completed it. We've already filled it to its absolutes, you know. I love lore dumps. That was interesting. Really good stuff to paint to. Thank you very much, Asari. It was really interesting. That was because I literally came to it not knowing anything. I didn't know anything about Krampus other than the fact that he was a creepy goatee creature, and I watched like a couple of like videos before I started stream just to get some kind of basic understanding of the lore. But like a lot of the stuff we found out together today, which is what Mythical Mondays is all about. That is what Mythical Mondays is all about. To deep dive lore on like for ourselves, you know, learn about different peoples and what have you. And I love that shit. I love that shit. We might do some different ones. I'm thinking of branching out a little bit, but I am very much enjoying this kind of thing. Very, very much enjoying this kind of thing. However, friends, that is where I'm going to leave it today. That's where I'm gonna leave it because we've had a really, really good time, and I've genuinely really fucking enjoyed it, you know? I think I did a very good medieval looking face. I love it. The absolute, that reminds me, Baldur's Gate got a patch of the weekend. Takes a while to download, so sort that out before tomorrow. It looks like it's already done it. 26 gigs? Fucking hell. It looks like it's already done it, but thank you very much to check that, Nibiru. I very, very much appreciate that because yeah, I would definitely have forgotten. I would definitely have forgotten to do that. But yes, friends, I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. BST. 1 p.m. GMT. But before we do anything, let's do this properly. Let's do this properly. We are going to go throw some love at another delightful individual because I like to spread the love around. Spread it around. Spread it around. Life's only love. Spread the love around. So if you could stick around for the raid, I would really, 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 really appreciate it. Even if it's on like 5-10 minutes. Even if it's on like 5-10 minutes to go throw some love at another delightful individual. I think I know exactly who we're going to go raid. While I'm going to find out whether this person is worth raiding or not, could you do me a massive favor and throw out some mod loves in the channel? Say a massive thank you to those wonderful moderators. You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. Say a massive thank you to those wonderful mods. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for all that you do in and out of stream. In and out of stream, because you do a load of stuff for me as well outside of the stream. Friends, while you're throwing the mod loves out there, I want to let you all know that do not forget that on Friday, this Friday at 7 p.m. GMT, we will be doing Veinmas, which is the only stream of the year that I have no fucking idea what is going to be happening. I have genuinely no clue what is going to be happening. It's going to be freaky deaky. I got no fucking clue. I just got no idea. You know what I mean? It's entirely down to the community, so we will see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. What else? Also, on the 17th of December, we are doing our movie night double bill in the Discord, which you do not have to be a subscriber or anything for. You just need to come and join us in the Discord. Don't have to have your camera, don't have to have your microphone, nothing. We are going to be watching a double bill. We're going to start with Nightmare Before Christmas, and then we're going to watch the movie of Krampus, which is decidedly apt for this this entire scenario, you know? But yeah, so there's a lot of things coming where I'll update all the schedule and stuff in the Discord. If you go into the announcement section, my schedule is all up there, so you can check it all out. Friends, we're going to go raid a glorious friend of mine. And we're going to raid them for a very specific reason. Making sure I spell their name right. We're going to go raid Grumbly. We're going to go raid Grumbly. Grumbly is a spectacular specimen of humankind. That is not what I meant to do. There we go. We're going to go raid Grumbly. Grumbly is an artist, and very specifically a mask maker, which is the reason why we are going to be going over to check them out, because I feel like that is a decidedly apt thing to do after we have just learned all about Krampus and what have yous. Yeah, I got that, Safi. And friends, if you're a subscriber, please copy and paste the first raid message. If you're not a subscriber, please copy and paste the second raid message. That's the first bot of vein raid message for subscribers. The second bot of vein raid message for non-subscribers. Grumbly is a wonderful, wonderful individual, a phenomenal, phenomenal artist, and we love them very, very dearly. So let's go and throw some love at them. I'll give them a shout out as well in case Twitch is being twitchy. Friends, if you're not up in the raid here, please, 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 please click on the link down here so that you can come over with the raid. You can come with the raid with us. Thank you very much. Friends, I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. GMT. That's 1 p.m. British time, where we're going to be doing some more Baldur's Gate as the Filth Wizard. Until then, you beautiful individuals, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for the raids, the subs, the gift subs, all the cheeky little bees, for the merchandise purchases, for the donations. Thanks so much for spending your time here. Thanks so much for all the follows, and thanks so much for deep diving Krampus with me. I really, really appreciate it. All right, friends, let's go see Grumbly. Until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do, because if I wouldn't do it, fucking kill you. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.